And now. We're starting now.
We're starting now.
Yay, we're starting.
I
Well,
love
he's
this
still
plot.
prepping.
Which means Dominus should arrive in
about
30 seconds.
In about
Okay.
30 seconds, yeah.
But don't worry about me. I'll figure things out later on the fly. So what happened last time?
Well,
On
I'm
the
doing a
Eberron.
recap of the guy's bathroom.
Oh, yes. Eberron talk show, blah, 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 blah.
Funny joke.
Should I do it? Because when I was watching the video back, it seems like I was really quiet. So let me go ahead and... Fuck.
What are you doing?
Hello, and welcome to the Eberron Hour. We're here with Reese Miller.
Does the name of the show change every time?
Yes.
Shut the fuck up. We're here with Reese Miller, who is going to be discussing why Eberron sucks.
This is like the worst bit.
What do you mean it's the worst bit? It's the best bit!
Well, let's see. We got
It gets less and less funny every week, and somehow more and more funny.
I'm gonna keep
awful.
doing it because you insulted it.
Yeah.
I was gonna stop it after this week, but then you
Damn
insulted
it.
it, and I knew.
I mean, let's see. There are many things about Eberron that are fantastic, including the flying boats that are powered by fire spirits.
I mean, that's kind of cool.
And the trains powered by lightning
We
spirits.
did a terrible murder mystery one shot on one of those trains
Oi.
where Michael was the killer. But there were like 18 suspects, so we had no idea.
And the Lord of Blades, who's this Warforged artificer guy, who just he has covered his body in blades. If you grapple him, you take damage from the blades that he has covered his body with. He's also a super charismatic leader of a Warforged rebellion.
I wish I could say that's not a character I would make, but that's a character I would make.
Here, let me show you a beautiful picture of him. The Lord of Blades. Note, the blades.
Oh, jeez. And that's in Morden Games, right?
This is Eberron.
Oh, Eberron.
He's a Warforged person who fights for the independence of other Warforged, and also he has one of his.
No, I just had 2 minutes to do it.
One of his actions
I
is
literally
bladed
took,
wings.
And I think
He
I thought
slashes
for
at you with wing blades.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
It's like, do I say
Can we start?
something? And
Yeah,
then
can
I noticed
we-
it was on
we
both
did.
sides of
We
your
did
face, and I'm
start.
like, okay.
Like,
I think it was
interesting
on
decision.
purpose.
Interesting decision.
So recap.
Okay, anyways.
Recap. So what happened last time? I forget.
We...
Fought a dragon.
Yeah.
Killed a dragon.
No, okay, that was time before last. What about last time?
No, we did the exact same thing last.
We didn't kill a dragon that other time.
That's true.
We let that dragon go.
Killed a blue
Alyssa's
dragon.
third character fucked off.
So we're now...
At this point, I'm just gonna roll with it. If they fuck off, they fuck off. If they die, they die. You know what I'm saying? It's fine.
Yeah.
Uh,
We're gonna get to the end of the campaign and you're
I'm
gonna have
gonna
like
get
30
my 20th
characters.
character.
You're gonna have like 30.
Hey, Nimbus lasted the longest though. She lasted a couple levels.
Yeah, cause the first two...
R.I.P. Hermione.
She lasted 4 levels.
It's because the first one lasted
doing
2
Hermione?
sessions.
I haven't even gotten her mini. Hero Forge said that they were mailing it like 3 weeks ago, and I haven't gotten it yet.
Yes,
So.
but what are you gonna do when you get it?
I'm gonna paint it just like I painted Shay's mini.
She's still.
And then I used Shay's Mini in AL.
Unlike Shay, she is still alive and in the world. So at one point, you're.
Cardiff is also still alive and in the world.
Do you have a mini for her?
No. We should start the game.
We should. Okay,
Yeah.
so last time you guys, there was a lot of things that happened.
Yeah.
In Rabbit's session.
The sun.
Right now, let's see. What phase of the moon was it?
It was the sun was just peeking over the horizon.
Yeah.
Like it was just going down over the horizon. So there was that little tiny bit of sun left.
Right, like the narrowest sliver,
Yeah.
like the suggestion of a sliver of the sun.
Yeah, so you can still see like the reds in the sky from where the
you-
sun's going down.
It is just past twilight.
But Vertham's been plunged into darkness.
Like if there were zombies that came alive at night, they would be alive right now.
Yes.
That's completely unrelated from anything we're doing in this mission. So you rolled the die. It was the sun was just definitely below the horizon. It was an hour past that. Because y'all took a short rest after Nimbus and Kether left to go north. North.
To Shentheon?
Shentheon, yes. Go ahead and pull up the map. I don't have the map pulled up. Oh, nope, I have the map pulled up in a different browser.
Ooh.
Because it got updated.
Yes.
That's the wrong map.
Magic items were discovered.
Yes. Can you go over...
So, what we got as far as magic items last session.
Here, I have them pulled up.
Yeah.
Nope.
I got the page right here.
Oh, now it announces it. 5 minutes after we start.
What's the cute name for that bot?
Me6.
It's just Me6.
Me6?
As in Me6 from
as in the Mr.
Mixie.
Me6? Yeah, okay.
Me6 from
Meesey.
Meesey, yeah. From
I thought it was Me6.
Mr. Meesing. Meesek?
I thought it was
I don't know.
Me-Seek. We won't look it up though. So.
But yeah, as far as magic items, we found that pouch of 12 tokens that we have no idea what they do. A very light but very strong longbow. A ring of free action that Augie attuned to. Pocket watch that has been said that is from Mechanus.
Mm-hmm.
The winter boots that still needs to be identified and require attunement. The white liquid vial that we have no idea what it is, what's inside of it or anything.
Mm-hmm.
The 20-sided die of many faces. Bracers, which I believe you attuned to.
Did you finish attuning to them?
Or no,
I
you attuned
attuned
to the
the
staff.
staff.
So you have the bracers in your. We know that the bracers are a defend, or the bracer is a defense item of some sort. An immovable rod, a drift globe that is a primordial word to activate. The staff of ice. And cast on, cast off plate armor, as well as a miniature defender. Sword and shield combo +1 or +2, so +1/+1, +2/+0, or +0/+2 combo.
The Osid and Prayed. Is that everything?
Oh no, we got a lute, a prosthetic leg, a wand of conducting, and horseshoes, and
Or
a shit
horse.
ton of gold
And
and
cast
gems.
on, cast off.
I said that.
Oh wait, I had a number for gold and I lost it.
And gems.
A reasonable amount of gold.
Wait, no, 1 second.
10% goes into party funds.
Okay, so while I'm pulling up how much gold I forgot to give you,
65% of whatever was in the dragon horde.
right, I need to cut it by 65, right? Because you guys are clever, sleight of handing thieves.
And also, they did nothing.
They
entire
killed
time.
the dragon.
No. They Gandalf the dragon, okay?
They got
They
the killing
Gandalfed
blow
it.
when it was at 1 health.
Does that count?
No.
No, they did one thing the entire time, and that was that. That's
They
it.
were also cannon fodder.
See, the little
They both
kobold
went
dude,
unconscious, and I had to waste an action to get them up.
the little kobold dude hit the dragon one time.
Yeah,
And
then
how many times did you hit the dragon?
A bunch. Every
Yes.
single turn.
False.
No, I was using bows and arrows the entire time.
Yeah,
Until
bows and
that last
arrows,
attack.
Which it has resistance to.
Well, geez, thank you,
what?
because I didn't know that.
It has resistance to what?
Neither does Augie.
Piercing and bludgeoning.
Not the blue dragon.
But I didn't.
No, only brown. They are immune to lightning, and that's
And
what
I was
said.
using my force attack every single time.
Yeah.
So
They-
I was
Whatever you
my
say,
entire attack was
whatever you say.
went through.
Whatever you say.
Yes, because we're correct.
I'm not even here. I'm just here to start trouble and make mischief, you know?
your new character is just you, but out of character, just insulting us.
Yeah, and it's basically so that all my insults can just be in character.
Yeah,
Your new character is the commentator.
it's perfect.
Oh yes. Let me just go ahead and grab a die real quick. All right. So after that short rest, there was also a revelation after when Nimbus decided to leave the party after being dead for a little bit, which was that Mother is alive, and Bronwyn knows the details.
Thanks for that reminder.
Yes. Currently, Alyssa is playing a different character who is not present, so we'll get to her when that happens.
In the meantime, where's the popcorn? Oh shit, really?
Fine.
She made
No,
us
no, there's
cupcakes.
pizza, there's pizza. I'll go take a cupcake so I have something to
There
eat.
isn't pizza yet.
Can you
I
bring me
know.
a cupcake?
Eventually.
Yes.
Eventually. For now.
It's there. Yeah. Okay.
I need dice. But also, all of you have a chance after that short rest during which some of you attuned to items. And Einir went outside for a bit.
Thank you.
Aw, they are so
Look
cute.
at it.
Go back a little bit.
Just back a little bit. There you go.
There you go.
I I found a thing the other day where it was substitute some of the. It was just a box cake mix because I'm lazy.
Oh, sure.
Substitute some of the oil for melted butter and some of the water for milk. It is probably the best cupcakes I have made out of a box cake mix. So, but yeah, it's crushed up Heath bars on top, and then the center is like a strawberry jam kind of stuff that I made. These are like my signature cupcakes, and I love making them. I don't like making them, but they're very tasty.
Oh wow, y'all got lucky.
Do you like eating them enough?
I
that
like
you-
eating them. That
you
the
deal
making
with
them
making
is
them.
worth it.
Okay, so
Bronwyn would take her carpenter's tools out to the carcass and start sawing off the horns. Wait. How big is this dragon's head?
This is a huge sized creature, right?
the creature
It's
is
a
of
huge
huge
size
size.
creature.
Yes.
Okay, then I'll just saw off its horns.
Over the span of a couple hours,
Potentially the night.
potentially the night. Yeah.
Because I know I can't skin the thing. There's way too much stuff on here to.
It has
You can try.
a single large, almost a rhino-like horn.
You can do your best.
There we go.
There it
There's
is.
on the nose.
Oh, I need to get to
Someone,
it.
yeah. Can someone get it?
I got it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Yes. So it has a single large horn that is slightly charged with lightning. That you're gonna try and saw through the base of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you use the metal tools on a lightning rod? I'm sorry, but
You're not
it was very
wrong.
well defined. It is a single horn with electricity pulsing through
lightly
it.
charged with lightning. When you first reach down to touch it, give me a con save. What's the total?
12.
12. I need dice. Let's see. What's your health at again?
10 right now.
We did take a short rest to attune to items. Did you use any hit die?
I didn't mark down what I did. I should have.
Yes, you should have.
Yeah, they rolled a bit, and I hit the brakes really bad. And honked my horn silently.
No.
It should be fine.
That's 30 points of life
Insurance.
I'm unconscious on the ground.
So,
Making death saves?
does anyone want to revive Bronwyn?
Was anyone around when she was doing that?
I believe Einir was just outside the cave.
Einir, we need you to revive Bronwyn. If you may have possibly seen her die.
What the fuck did you do? We were gone for 2 minutes.
So Bronwyn's on very low health. Didn't expend any hit
It was
dice
very
for her,
well
so-
defined that the dragon horn was lightly charged with electrical energy, and she took metal tools to it.
When she reached out to touch it, the last burst of the dragon's
She's
electricity.
not dead though, right? She's
No,
just
no, she-
unconscious.
She's
She had
unconscious.
10 hit points, and she took 30 damage.
She's got like max 50
I
something.
You're outside.
I
not
don't
bad.
know if I have a spell slot left. I just put the spell slot in there because I didn't know.
I mean, you could just spare the diner.
I'm just gonna walk over and cast Spare the Dying.
Thank you.
And then
We were literally gone for 2 minutes. Jesus.
actually, I do remember having 2 sorcery points left, and that's enough for a first level spell slot. So
Go ahead.
9 points of health. I'm gonna go get a drink.
So what are you doing? while
I'm
Bronwyn's
assuming
getting revived?
this happened when I got the sending.
Yes, around the same.
Yeah. So I was just sitting there, taking in the info that I just got. Don't really know what to do with
You
it.
got the sending a few minutes after you rolled the. Around around an hour after you rolled the dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really know what I want to do with it yet, but I'll just start looking through the gold, looking through the gems. We got the magic items divided into piles for who's taking what and where is going and stuff.
Right. As of
Yeah. Just look through the gems, see if there's see if I
Do you want to try and appraise them?
no, because I am not a jewel crafter.
Okay.
So just get a rough estimate of the gems and gold.
I'll give you a range. first, give me an intelligence appraisers tools check.
So just an intelligence check?
Just an intelligence check, yeah.
Okay.
I just want to make
I'll
sure.
bring you guys beside
Can I guide myself on this?
Oh yeah.
Guidance.
14 plus 2 or 1. 15.
15.
bad.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all. In terms of value, it depends on what jewel you're bringing it to. Somewhere between 2 to 7,000 gold.
Somewhere
the
between
gems?
2 to
The
7.
gems alone, or
For the gems, not including
Okay.
magic items, because those require all.
what about
Don't
the gold?
include the diamonds
Is there any
either,
gold, or is it
because-
just gems?
It's mainly it's just gems.
Just
If
gems,
there are
okay.
a
Don't
few
worry,
other bits of
Maya.
gold, that
It's
is included
between,
in the
like,
estimation.
2 to 7,000.
Okay.
In that tiny little margin.
Yeah, that's a great.
Well, if only someone had taken performance
Proficiency.
Thank
in
you.
Oh my God.
In
Jewel
appraisers,
crafting tools.
jewel.
There's no appraisers tools. It's
There's a jewel tool.
it's
Jeweler's
jeweler's kit.
tools.
Jeweler's kit.
Jeweler's
That's what
kit.
it is.
Jeweler's kit, which
Yeah.
it comes with appraisers tools.
That's what it is.
Okay. After becoming conscious again.
Yes.
What the fuck?
Well,
Does she reach up and touch it?
you can.
I was like on the opposite side of the mountain. I just heard an explosion. I was like, what the fuck? Ah!
Does it seem to still be
No.
okay?
It after looking at it and like throwing a few rocks at the horn, it looks like it was a bit of static electricity that was left over from when the dragon was alive, because it died, like an hour ago.
Okay. Oh, I do have my second wind since we short rested, so I'm gonna do that, and then I'm going to attempt this again. Saving plus 5, so 12.
All right, so you're gonna go ahead and try and saw off the horn again.
Yeah.
I just stand there with like spare the dying at the ready.
Go ahead and give me a athletics woodworking tools.
Like
check.
20 feet away, just in case.
That's 20.
Sorry, strength woodworking tools.
Yeah. 21.
21.
Yeah.
You're able
Yes,
to.
yes.
You're carefully. You don't want to do anything bad. Just you're able to slowly saw off that dragon horn over the course of probably around 10, 15 minutes.
Thank you.
During which time, what is Einar doing?
I was literally just sitting there at the ready with spare
Just
the
the
dying.
entire time.
Like just sitting there, just waiting.
I'm gonna need the great backpack page.
and then
How
did
big
I
is
get-
this dragon horn when I get it off?
Ain't no way that's going in the backpack.
it's
Oh,
not
that's
a
it.
large horn.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
The head's like
If we want
The head's not going in a backpack.
if we want to take
but
a
the
long
horn
rest here, I
itself,
can just
it's
cast
not like a
Shatter
freaking
and get
rhino
the,
horn.
get
It's
the
a small horn on a large head.
Okay.
So
then
like,
you
yeah,
risk
so-
damaging
I'd
the
like to
actual
try
skull
to
itself.
tie
Aim
it
it like
to the outside
You'd
of my
have to it'd be
backpack
very
to where it's
precise,
like
a
yeah,
very precise
would be
shatter.
visible
Yeah.
for like people walking by.
You do so.
if
Wow,
I,
what small antelope did you take down?
if we take a long
It's
rest
like
here, I
thicker
can
than
cast
corn.
Shatter
We
and
need
get
to,
the skull for
We
you.
need to get the wonder glue, or the wonder what's the glue called?
Sovereign glue.
We need to get sovereign glue. That way we can just take it and just.
It's almost like that's what we
Unicorn.
got, and
No.
it's almost like we have
How
that.
threatening would it be if you just?
But we could glue it to my helmet.
That would be
He's
badass.
not Grog.
Wait, what?
But how threatening would it be if you came charging in with a dragon
unicorn
horn on your
horn.
head?
You put it
Just
on
literally on your
unicorns
skin.
do
No.
exist, and they don't have that kind of horn. A unicorn horn is curly.
Yes.
Still.
I would put it on my helmet. If we can't get the skull though, I want to try to at least remove some of the teeth.
So you guys, do you
I
guys
think I want to do that anyway.
Dragons.
So.
Yes.
do you guys want to long
So
rest
much
in the
it-
dragon cave?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can
Yeah.
I make an intel, or is it? Would I have enough time to skin the dragon overnight?
I would help.
Not in one sitting.
Like,
Over the course of 4
yeah,
hours.
I'm talking about in the course of 8 hours.
Over the right? Tireless.
I
You
haven't
will-
taken
will-
a long rest yet, so I haven't leveled up yet.
Over the course of that night,
Yeah.
you will.
Oh,
level.
okay.
Just to make things easier. I'm going to assume because nothing important is going to happen until then, you've all leveled up over the
Okay.
course of this next long rest.
Yeah.
So this next night, unfortunately, it's a kind of difficult to gauge time. Can you give me a nature check?
Do we have a item for that? in the bag of
We
holding?
we have the orb of time.
Oh
yeah.
my god.
I just
No, okay, okay. Let me
literally,
look at the. I need to
I
look at
have
the word again.
literally-
Real life, not 20 check.
literally never used this.
Don't we also
Because
have
there's
a
never been a reason
stopwatch
to.
or a?
He has the watch, but I don't think it.
clockwork amulet?
I don't think it works.
It
Is it like actually?
It's not actually. It's clockwork. It is not a clock. It's
Yes, I
it's a
figured.
mechanist thing.
Yeah.
1 second. Let me look at the
No
wording.
way. I
of
can't believe
the-
that's just gonna be useful.
Yeah.
We also have
I was
Canada
actually thinking of selling it at one point.
You know what?
Not
It's
anymore.
just-
So you just
It,
knew you
it'll
were gonna do something
it'll
to fuck
it'll
it
get
up.
you. It doesn't give you a time, but it tells you what time it should be.
Okay. Fair
What?
enough.
It doesn't give you a time, but it tells you what time it should
It
be.
doesn't give you, like, 8:37.
8:42 and 3 seconds.
Okay.
But it gives,
But it gives you a rough estimate of where the sun
It's-
should be at during the
Yes.
day.
It seems to be not tied to what's actually happening in the sky.
Gotcha.
Like it while holding it right now, it's telling you that the sun should be like it should be nighttime.
It
That'd
should
be
in the-
hysterical. You
yeah.
have a fucking Minecraft clock and it's just always in the sun. Like, well done, man. You fucked it up.
See, I didn't screw up
Yep.
things too bad. We can still tell time.
We can still tell time.
So
Not bad.
you have to touch the orb and then use your action to like magically commune with it, and then you know what time it should be.
All right.
It's not actually doesn't have any indication of like visibility on it.
Okay.
So you guys are all pretty exhausted, but I could skin the dragon if we stayed here overnight.
Yeah, I feel
I'd like to
that's
pull
the
some
best
of its
bet.
teeth anyway. So
I would like to get some rest so I can help
Like,
you take the skull off.
I don't know if I can
And
fit
also
the
get
entire
some of that-
skin in the bag of holding, or if we can even carry the entirety of the skin. That's a
Well,
big fucking thing.
I
Look at the
might
bright
have
side, though.
something for that.
you can at least get big swaths of it and fold it up.
Polymorph. Turn into a giant eagle.
Oh, that's not what I was thinking.
Oh,
Can't you polymorph creatures, objects? It's a true polymorph,
no, that's
True
true
polymorph.
polymorph.
right?
Just cast a nice little spell. Fuck.
Yeah, here, real quick.
Shape change.
Jeez, Cam, what are you doing, man?
You don't have shape change yet?
No.
Too bad we don't have horse with us.
I don't think sorcerers got shape change, do they?
No, I don't think so.
I think it's just druids.
No, they
Yeah.
don't. It's druids and wizards.
Wizards, that's
And
it.
bards, I think.
Mm-mm. No, bards get true polymorph.
Yeah.
The skull would be too heavy to put on a horse, huh?
I honestly think the skull would be too heavy to carry down the mountain.
We'll find out.
I can try.
I mean, if we take out its brains and its,
It's still bone, and I'm assuming dense bone, right?
we can try.
It's a brewer, so it would be dense bone.
Yeah. And dense bones are heavy. Just look at the water displacement tests. This is my knowledge, not in-game knowledge. I had a roommate who had very, very dense bones, and he did, regardless of his weight on a scale, if you put him in the tub, it just sinks to the bottom. And
Augie, judging by these studies, I can assure you that would be too heavy to carry.
This sorcery point can go right.
For this can
for the skinning and the gathering and the material
Don't
stuff.
do to it what you did to the bear.
I'm gonna help Augie
I'm
for the
gonna
first
try
like
not
2
to.
hours and then go to sleep.
given the nature of what you're working with, I'm thinking it's going to be a strength tool check.
Oh no.
Broadway.
I'm going to
Help.
sleep. Screw
Broadway.
this. I'm going to sleep. I won't pass. I won't do it if it requires anything more brutal than a fine weapon or a fine thing. Then I will not even attempt.
If he's not gonna attempt it, I would try to get some of it done.
I will help for some of that. I
Given-
can try.
I'm just saying, given that it's a huge-sized dragon with very thick skin, it's going to rely more on. It's not going to be easy to
Guidance.
cut off course.
Guidance.
Like you would.
I'm not
I'm just
proficient
sitting
in
there
these
just tapping
tools. I'm not
Bronwyn with
proficient
guidance
in
over
any
and
of these
over again.
tools.
Yeah.
I have no strength modifier. I'm not a strength person. I'm going to not do it.
That's okay.
If it doesn't
Yeah.
require simple
Because you
dex.
don't need to get all of it, just enough.
I'll try to take a large swath of it off.
With what tools?
My sword.
With your sword? Okay. With your magic sword?
Yes.
Okay. Give me. It would
I
be
will
a,
be
it's
continuously
gonna be a plain
guiding
strength
Bronwyn.
check.
She has.
Guidance. Okay.
Is
go
it
ahead.
one? Nice. Good thing there's a whole dragon carcass to work with, so you just fucked up that
I
area.
am so upset that
Yeah,
we did not have one more level because I'm going.
It would be
Not even. I wouldn't be able to take
7
it.
total. Can I try on the other side?
So you take your sword, kind of angle it in.
And she only has one hand.
Take your sword, angle it in. Oh, incidentally, you are proficient now with your left hand.
Yes.
With a level up. Normal proficiency.
Woohoo!
I forgot to mention that. Sorry.
I'm so happy.
We're still at 3 proficiency, right?
Yes.
Yes.
The tier isn't until 9.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ninth level.
9th level, it goes up to 4.
What was the? Yeah, you rolled a 1, right? Take your sword, try and very gently slice it open. It doesn't quite seem to be working, so you go ahead and you try and power up your sword a little bit, and you just stab like a very clear mage hole right where you're trying to work. This looks extremely difficult. You're gonna try again on the other side.
Yeah.
Augie, can we borrow your tools?
It's meant for it's meant for dexterity. They wouldn't help with strength.
This really is
Fine.
the issue. Is leather.
The working tools are meant for dexterity. It's meant
Yeah.
for.
This is going to be more of a smithing tools thing.
Okay.
There's no cutters
wing.
in smithing
You can
tools.
wing.
I can do the wing. It's still got the dragon hide and dragon scale up. I can do the webbing.
Right. You wouldn't be able to do even then it's going to be lighter fabric. Like even a gargantuan sized dragon, the wings are still going to be
Bird wings, so
sinewy.
it's going to be like
Yeah.
cartilage instead of
It's
actual.
like bat wings.
Yes.
And
So
even then, like the bone parts are only running through the wings. So if you want, you can go to town on those wings. You'd probably be able to, over the course of an entire night, you'd be able to take some, depending on your check, get all of those different wing segments taken care of.
So you're talking about like the webbing itself in the wings,
Yeah,
or
1 second.
yeah, I just want to get what. You
So
would
like,
mean.
given you'd probably be able to break apart the joints of the wings because this scale isn't as hard as that scale.
Well, are the wings, are they bone or are they
No,
more of a
these-
cartilage type material?
These wings are like they're like skin drawn tight. They're going to be.
I'm talking about like the
No,
bone,
he's talking
the
about-
Oh, the
joints
bone
itself.
fingers.
Is that an actual bone or is that more of a cartilage?
That'd be
It would.
That-
it would,
that
it
is
would
an
be.
actual
It would be
bone right
bone.
here.
Yeah.
Because I know like
Because
birds, they have hollow bones. So
It'll be
Bird
cartilage
wings-
and- so you see the
Bird
little
wing
middle.
structure and bat wing
Dragons.
structure are extremely different.
Yeah.
These
Yeah,
are going to
'cause-
be closer to bats.
Gotcha.
They're going to be
Yeah.
these, and also they're magic dragons, so they can fly with thicker bones.
Yeah.
However, these joints, you would be able. There's much smaller joints than here, and they're not as well protected.
Yeah, so
you
you
would
look
be able to dislocate those.
the
joints.
little spot where it's a
Okay.
little bit thicker, that'd probably be the cartilage in the center.
Mhm.
Now go up on the wing itself. Yeah, so that those parts in the middle
yeah, the
are cartilage,
yeah.
and then the rest of it is like the
So you-
little,
Gotcha.
the cute
you-
ass
Yeah, I was,
bat
thinking
fingernails.
the bone itself was a hollow bone that could be snapped off.
You'd be able to from here on just take off that whole way.
Okay, then I will attempt. I will attempt
I'm
to do
going
that.
to
Well,
attempt to on the other side again.
Guidance yourself.
I will guidance myself.
I
Right
will
here.
just. I will
Don't
just be
roll them
tapping.
separately
Ron
and
with
don't
guidance.
Fuck it up.
Just not using the metal die.
That's better.
Smart.
18.
And this is I'm not proficient in these
Yeah, go
tools yet, so
Just take 3 decks.
doesn't
Oh,
matter. Nat 20
Nice total.
plus 5, or so 25, 26, 27 with guidance.
Nice.
Nice. Okay. Over the course of that night,
Gordon
you're able to
That
get
would've been a 30 with
all of
proficiency.
the.
I
It
know.
takes a long time, but you're able to get
Oh.
all of those wing sections very cleanly cut out. Like there's not a bit of skin wasted. You're able to get it all folded up. You're also able to disassemble the actual like bones of the wing,
Mm-hmm.
which are heavier, but definitely not heavy compared to the massive freaking dragon.
Can I take the femur bone? No, it weighs 30,000 pounds by itself.
Right.
I
but
bet you could make a canoe out of it though.
The femur bone?
It's...
The one, you're talking about something I didn't just say. Okay, no, I said, can I take the femur bone? You said, I bet you can make a canoe out of it. Are you talking about the femur bone or
Yeah.
something else? Really?
Femurs are the thickest bone in the body.
But given the size of it, is it
It's a huge creature. It's
It's
3
a
times
huge.
the size
If
of
Would
it,
it-
was,
would
if
it
it was
be-
gargantuan, I would see it. Huge, it would be like a halfling canoe.
It's a canoe for
Yes. You're like
water shoes?
Rowing into battle.
I near
On
can't
the
swim. It's
bone of a
perfect.
dragon. Jesus.
It's perfect. I near can't swim.
No, yeah, I'll just take those wings and everything and just fold them up and just take some rope and just tie them off.
Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus.
Marvelous. And then I
How heavy is that?
imagine the wing is like folded up like sailcloth.
Yeah.
How heavy is that?
The bones of the wings are going to be.
But that much skin.
If I strap it to myself and use a mechanism of rope tied around the ends, can I sail down the mountain? Just kind of.
Okay,
Yes.
that's another check
So
entirely.
what I'm
That's what I'm
imagining
just
is
gonna
like
skip
Augie
that,
has
yeah.
all of it on his back, and he's like, hey, can you help me out? And so he goes to stand up,
Nope.
just starts.
Nope. Nope.
Depends on whether you want to bring the bones with you or not.
Oh, I probably don't want to take the bones.
Then you'll be able to
The
keep all of
webbing and the skin and stuff around there.
You can keep the you'll be able to carry them.
Take the bones out and just leave them on the ground like.
For the actual hide. What are you trying to get out of this?
I'd be happy if I got a piece of hide like as big as the mat.
More than. Because I need a cape.
Over the course of around 2 hours, you'd be able to get a piece of hide roughly that size. It's very heavy. Like, around as heavy as chainmail.
Okay. I'd roll it up, tie it with a rope, and be like, I got you a present. That is like extremely heavy. I can carry it down the mountain if you want.
Is it small enough to fit in the bag of holding? Like, is it wrapped tight enough to fit just kind of lengthwise into the bag of holding? You know, kind of
What's
like
the
we
weight
rolled
limit on
this
the bag
mat
of
up and
holding?
then just.
It's like 500.
The weight limit should be around 500 pounds on the bag of holding.
That's going to exceed the weight limit.
Where are my magic items? Okay. Yeah, 500 pounds.
What else is in there?
A lot of shit.
Yeah, you're gonna
read
have
us
to
the
carry
list.
this.
Yeah, you want me to read out the entire list of like 100 things?
Yeah, putting that in there will overweight the bag.
I'll just tie it to the bottom of my backpack.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. I've already got the a bedroll and the brown dragon tooth.
If only
To
you
the
had
bottom of the bag.
another strong character to.
We're trying to, but So we have to go to Carvel Hall, like now.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, see, I got a sending after we got the gems all figured out. Mother's in Carvel Hall. Yeah. Yeah, she's in Carvel Hall.
Did
She
get
doesn't
bored
care.
with Nimbus's family.
What? It wasn't mentioned. Nimbus wasn't mentioned.
The
It was.
the reason Nimbus wanted me to keep Mother a secret from you was Mother was threatening her family, and
For this, I'll stop you right there. For the sake of coercion amongst the party, I have cohesion. Yeah, whatever word it is,
Coercion.
whatever word that is amongst the party. I lost my track.
Let's not
Anywho,
We made fun of you
it
too
doesn't
much.
matter.
Let's
that,
not keep secrets
yeah.
that affect
It doesn't
literally
matter that
everyone in the party
that
very poorly.
the secret that she has a family or whatnot. If she had my family, I'd still tell.
okay,
I'm not gonna blame you for keeping the secret. I'm not gonna blame Nimbus for wanting to keep it a secret. It's a tough secret to keep, especially when stakes are that dire. But at the same time, I'm bad with secrets. I
Okay,
wouldn't
but
tell. I would still tell. But
there's also the concern of we had 30 children on the boat. What were we gonna do? There was nothing that could be done while we were on the boat.
he could have told us though. We could have known. Maybe then it'd be a little less, oh shit, more about, okay, now we can prepare. But now that it's oh shit, we kind of have to go.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have all the stuff?
Why did Mother sending you and not me?
I don't know, because
Is this happening after the long rest or before the long rest?
During.
during the long rest. Because I think
Are you all
I think
sleep talking while you're enjoying
this
your,
is during the
your
first 2 hours, right?
relaxing
The
sleep?
first
Then
2
the first
hours
2 hours
while
when
she's
everyone's up.
carving.
You got all of that shit done in 2
No,
hours.
No,
he's,
I'm-
he's going to
yeah.
continue to work over the
Oh,
8
okay,
hours.
okay.
Also,
I see.
how
Sorry, I
hard
was
would it be
confused.
for
I'm
me
like,
to
Jesus
yank a
fucking
tooth
Christ,
out?
man.
Make what?
Yank a tooth or two out.
Of the dragon?
Yeah.
Can I help with a force damage?
May I offer up the suggestion that dragon teeth are like shark teeth and that they have really loose ones in the front and then rows upon rows upon rows in the back?
Unfortunately, the art contradicts our statement.
It's like a
Damn.
They are
maw.
very clearly
Oh, yeah.
shown to have a single row of teeth.
Can you imagine? Wait. I'm trying
Given
to think
with,
with your
with
baby
you
teeth.
helping to
Can I
Imagine
use
if baby
force
dragon
damage on this?
teeth.
I know it says specify a creature, but thematically, can I?
I'd
Tap
say
in and
you
just
can you can help, especially by like digging out like forcing out the gum area while she pulls. Make an attack roll and make an athletics check.
Guidance. You guidance yourself.
Attack roll is a 23.
Guidance, emotional guidance.
Not great.
Bless.
You said athletics.
I don't have that.
13.
23
That'll be enough.
for attack roll, right?
Yeah. So you're able
Am
to.
I rolling damage or anything, or no? No.
You're not trying to. You're not going flop.
It's more poke.
My
Actually,
goal
I
would
could
be to
go
get-
flop with the rapier.
My goal would be to get 3 of them
Where's
so
that
that if we
wrong
wanted each of us to have a dragon tooth necklace.
These
just
dragon
imagine-
teeth are like yay long.
I just imagine you tying a rope
And?
to the end of the rapier and just.
You're able to get.
I'm not. No, that's.
You would be able to get 3 of them before heading out.
If we weren't on stream, I'd say something, but no.
Also, that hurt. I got a tetanus
So-
shot.
You guys.
Oh,
Yesterday.
Yeah.
So, like, lifting my arm.
Yeah, just get the dragon's tooth out. If there's any time left with the good roll that I had, I would try to pry some dragon scales out, or try to pry
You
enough
get a
dragon
collection. You
scales.
can get a collection of dragon scales. Probably around 25.
25 dragon
Oh.
scales.
And then you guys are ready to head back
Yeah.
after a long rest.
After a long rest, yep.
If you
Keeping
guys,
watch?
I would assume you would be keeping watch the entire night. So
Yeah,
Okay,
probably.
I'll have
we'll
my-
just- we'll use the passive perception because you're working. on it.
15.
Yeah, that I thought was pretty good.
I'll.
Me and Aker would get up early and help with the later part.
Okay. And then, all right. So, but while you guys are sleeping, as you're working in the night, it doesn't seem all that odd.
I would have the drift globe up.
He gets
Just
8
flip it,
hours
okay.
with his tools, right?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
8 hours with your leatherworkers.
And I would have the drift globe go up because there's no light.
I will
Yeah.
give you the drift globe out of my backpack.
May I borrow the drift globe? I
Yes.
completely forgot. I wasn't sure if we put that in the bag of holding or if that was.
No, you
straight
guys
to
gave it to me
You're
because
either
I'm
going to
a
lend it to me or
halfling.
I'm going to take it from you. Those are your options.
I'd ask,
No,
Just
I
say
would
the
Watch you
command word.
sleeping.
or just sneak. I'd be like, "Hey, can I borrow that?" Yeah,
say,
okay.
Say no if you don't want me to borrow it.
Just whisper. Okay. Up. Bring it over here. To the orb.
Iker, grab the orb.
Oh, does anyone want this Mintoft shield? I can't
Bag of
use it.
holding.
Yeah.
I'm not using shields anymore.
into the bag of holding.
You said it was
Does
a
it
small.
fit?
It's a halfling shield.
You did say it was a halfling shield.
Crap.
It's just like a little.
It's like a
shields called?
buckler size.
Yeah, it's like one of
Probably
those
smaller.
like
I'm thinking
That
it's,
size.
Makes
it's
it
in the
thought
realm
of
of
you
it's
using it
it
even more
here's the thing.
comical.
It covered
Right.
a halfling blocking dragonfire is the
Oh,
lore.
okay.
So
Okay.
for a halfling it's a
So-
large shield. For a human for a medium sized creature it's a pretty
Bucklers are like this big.
Yeah,
so
it's not
it'd
a
be a
buckler.
targe shield.
For a halfling it is
Not
it's
that
more
big.
of a wall shield. It's a
power
circular
shield.
Yeah. It's a circular wall shield for a
Mhm.
halfling.
I get all of my
You'd have to just
shield
carry it back.
knowledge from.
That's fine.
I'll
Hero
strap
Forge.
it to my back too.
It's a targe shield, which are about this big.
Yeah, thank you. Right. So over the course of that night, you do hear a pretty standard array of.
Desert.
There you hear desert noises at around
Ah, perfect.
flowing sand, a bit of like wisps, and then occasionally, probably around 3 or 4 hours in, you would hear very, very far off in the distance what sounds like thunder. And if you just took a peek, you could see what looks like very, very brief flashes of lightning off in some kind of storm, very, very far off in the desert.
It looks like a storm, or
It looks like a storm.
okay. Does can I try to take a better look?
Bless you.
Yeah, take some time.
Spyglass.
Do you have a spy? When did you get a spyglass?
The ship.
Oh, right.
Stop giving us shit if you don't want us to use it.
Yeah, let's see what else I have. Let's see what else I
Advantage
have. This
perception
shit. I have an hourglass.
Right, because you stole it from.
A night. I didn't get it myself, but oh well.
People were already robbing the
That-
store.
you
I just
guys
went and
know.
picked up.
Well, I mean, it's
I know where
already
people
really
hide
high.
their things.
That's 24.
The
or
townspeople
25.
obviously didn't.
25?
Yeah.
As you look closer and closer and closer, you can see that this storm appears to be made of, like it's hard to tell. You spend a little bit of time looking at it. It looks like this storm is, it both has clouds gathering on the clouds gathering. It's very clearly like it's kind of hard to see through, but in one flash of lightning, you can see that the lightning very definitely is coming from somewhere lower than the clouds.
Gotcha. And is there dust and everything around too?
There's also a lot of dust being blown around, and as that lightning kind of flashes, you can see something crossing its stream like in front of you. It looks like it's flashing behind some other line of sand or something that is obstructing your view.
Let me try to remember that when I draw it into my little journal thing, because I'm assuming it looks pretty epic as far as what I see.
If you were closer, it would look really, really epic. As it is, it mostly...
I'm letting my imagination take over from there.
Yeah.
And just commencing with the wing, the scale, and getting through with the long rest.
Alright, so then, when morning comes, you said Iker and Brahman, you wanted to wake up.
Yeah.
Constitution saving throw or Constitution check.
Saving throw, DC is 10.
Come on, Constitution. 12, 13.
Yeah. Next time, it will be 15.
Yep.
That will continue until you take a long rest.
Yeah. Understood. I'm not exhausted.
Nice.
So, you can reset that down to 10 if you ever take a long rest. Removing the exhaustion will remove the symptoms but not the cause.
Yep.
So that will continue to stack up. Eventually I'll get it something stupid, and I'm really excited to see if we can get it to 100. Yeah.
I doubt it, but okay.
What? You only need to stay awake for like 20 days.
Yeah.
Bronwyn's dragging an unconscious body behind her.
Just gotta go get that coffee.
He's fine. He's fine.
That strange
like,
black
during-
liquid that gnome was on.
During that period,
No was
you wouldn't be performing less well.
Mm-hmm.
You would just you are still fully functional and fully able. You don't have any points of exhaustion. It's just you're getting a different type of renewal. Right. So you guys we're gonna head south?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh well, are we gonna head south? The quickest way would probably be a teleporter. Someone who can use a teleportation thing on us.
That is going to be horribly expensive, and I don't want to waste money on that. I know what you're looking at now.
Oh, gems?
Yes.
Yeah.
I see them. We're not wasting money. We can get there in the boat within a week or two.
Alright, well, it's your choice. Well, actually, it's both your choice.
That's
That's
my
what I said.
opinion. What do you
It's
think?
both your choice.
Her family.
The quickest way is teleporter.
What exactly did Mother say to you?
I'm in Carvajal, Toriel.
Toriel?
Anyone? I don't know. It's something that clicked in my brain. You know when someone says something and you kind of remember exactly what that something says, and it just kind of clicks in your brain, but you can't come to word. You can't have the words come to your mouth. That weird feeling. That's kind of what it is for me. I know I've heard it somewhere, but I don't know if I've heard it somewhere. That weird thing.
Would that word sound familiar to me?
Give me a history check.
Can I make a reminder statement that they'd know because it was told to them?
17.
What?
The fact that magical items are a pain in the ass to sell in Shentheon because they don't use a lot of magic, so why would they have teleportation?
Yes. That's fair.
At least, I'm obviously not there.
It
but
is possible for it to be up in the air as to whether or not there is a teleportation circle of easy use in Shentia.
But it's also
Or
several.
rather, whether there is teleportation services in Shentia.
How far away is it by foot to Shentheon from where they're at?
It was set a day.
Like, rough. I think I move things around a little bit. It'd be a day and a half.
Because if you do a day and a half there and then they don't have it,
We'll have to do a day and a half back, and then
more
Sorry,
than a day
here.
and a half because
A
it
day
took
and a half
to
to
get
here,
here.
and then a day back. So
I
2.5
rolled a
days.
17.
And then that's just to Raytheon, and then you've got to go 2 days back to
Oh.
Tokyo.
Nothing.
Okay. Anyways,
Mm-hmm.
I'm hearing
Tell
you.
anyone. Yeah, tell anyone.
tell anyone.
Yeah, she told me I could tell anyone. Now my response was, who's this? Who's Toriel? What's going on? Okay, yep. We'll be there. Just hold your horses, lady.
Lady.
I think I called her a hag, but oh.
It's foggy. It's foggy.
fine.
You know I'm not good with memory stuff.
Given that we don't know for
She
sure
just told us to come, I think.
whether there would be teleportation services, how much they would cost, if we have the ability to pay for them, and the fact we're going to waste 3 days if
More than that if we don't. If they
Yeah.
don't.
3.5. 4, 5.5.
So I'd rather just assume that they don't and get going rather than have to realize that they don't and spend a whole nother week wasting a whole nother week. So, are you good with that? It's your hometown.
How long would it take us from the time we hit shore in Vertham to get to Carvajal?
Depends on where you're in Vertham.
Okay, real quick, where I pull out the map, where on the map is your hometown? Or roughly, just a rough estimate.
Do you have the new map?
Yeah, I have it pulled up.
Okay, great.
What
There is a small
Like,
village
zoom in
next to the road that leads to the
toward
boss.
Boss?
Yeah.
See those mountains? There should be a village icon on that road, directly east of South Zone.
East? That?
Right.
No. This one, right?
Is the one that's south or the one that's to the
I'm going to go.
west?
Okay. All right. Map, folks. Here's the map.
Yeah.
So that's South Sound, Bosbury. That's Carvajal.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
I didn't see that. Okay.
I put a tiny little.
So
box
what's
there.
going on? I'm trying to think of exactly what she said. It's taking me a minute. I'm trying to
Do
recollect.
you want the text?
I have it.
We're
Okay.
looking at the map.
The way that last sentence is phrased is mildly important.
I really don't like suggesting this, but is there a way, once we get back over to Vertham, we could have Naked Birdman's friend help us find or use some sort of teleportation?
Unless there's a teleportation circle in your hometown, I don't think that's going to help us too much.
Recall, they destroyed the teleportation circles in Boss.
And
Also
he's in,
that.
and he's in Solby.
I
Did not
remember.
know that.
I remember.
Nimbus would have mentioned it when she was doing her sending. No, she did tell you guys because she's sending them.
Oh, okay.
And he was like, "Sorry, ma'am, I'm in Solby. Cute, no, have fun."
I'm alive. You can tell anyone you like. I have something important of yours, Toriel. Meet me in Boss, a town called Carvajal. Apparently she has something important to Toriel? Ugh. My exact response was, who's Toriel? I'm confused. Who are you? We've been lots of places and seen lots of people. We'll be there. Just hold your horses, hag. That's what I said to her.
Thank you.
Well,
But I know it's mother.
Looking at the map, the quickest way to get there would probably involve leaving your ship just sitting there, not in a town, on that river southwest of South Sound.
Mm-hmm.
Just
And then
dry docking, or dry docking it.
just dropping it in there and then walking up past South Sound. There's no town on the map there. Doesn't mean there's no town there at all. Walking up through South Sound onto the road, that would take you, because that's a minimum amount of ground travel.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also a pretty straight shot from Dothion.
And where's Ryan Fiora's town at?
That you'd be walking right through it.
Yeah, we can go there. I kind of have to give him his sword, or his family his sword and stuff back, anyways.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good with that. The only concern I would have is dropping our boat off and people stealing it, but yeah.
Booby trap it.
we'll let horse guard it.
It would take you.
Oh my god!
It would
Just
take
imagine
you.
that you come up on a boat and there's just a horse standing there staring at you.
And it's a dead eye stare. It's not even
Not
really staring at
blinking.
you. It's right through you.
And it's like right through you with one eye just slightly ajar.
Mm-hmm.
I believe
It
the
would
horse.
take you. The
I
sailing
believe him.
would take around 10 days. Depends on how good you are at sailing.
Yeah, if we come from Dothion to Langport and then just hug the coast, would that?
Let me figure that out for you. That'll probably be faster. Give me a second.
Yeah, because I've literally been doing the calculations over and over again in my head the last couple days. So
I mean, I guess the good news is Mother didn't give us a time limit.
You would get there around.
The bad
2/3
news
of the
is
day.
she is alive.
Yeah.
If you went straight across Skip to Langport, you'd probably get there in around 9.5 days.
wait, how long would it take if we hug the coast?
1 second. Give me a moment.
With the three of us, is Plant going to be there?
Oh yeah, we have plant.
No,
It
we
would
don't.
take you. It would probably take you
Plant's on the ship.
around
Yeah. but
9
didn't
days
she
to
say
get
she
there.
was going to send in plant?
I don't know if she said that or not.
I think it's probably safer if we hug the coast.
Oh, well, I mean, let's go. And
It is. It
we
is
gotta go
faster if
walk.
you hug the coast.
Okay, then yeah.
Okay, let's
We
go.
gotta walk.
Yeah.
So you're gonna start walking south.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna carve off like 1 or 2 dragon scales to bring my brother.
No,
It'd be
just-
like, okay, we got 3 dragon teeth.
You'd
so
be able.
we
You'd
can
be able
have
to
a
just
dragon
quickly
tooth
pry off a
necklace.
few more
Yeah,
for
just-
her.
Nice.
plump, plump, plump.
But Augie,
you
I don't know if you'd be willing to make these into necklaces.
Did you see the bear pelt?
Yeah.
I don't have leather. Not yet. I might be able to. Just
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
not
I'll
right
take
away.
those
Just
and put them in here.
okay.
Heavy ass
Okay.
things. And I'll see. This is heavy.
If
Well, I've got the dragon
if
pelt
I was a
on
giant
my
eagle, which has an 80-foot
bag
movement,
until we get back to the ship
16
for you.
strength, and it's large
You
based.
really want to use polymorph?
I do.
huh?
What is the strength score of the creature?
16.
16, and then
If-
I need my player.
Could I carry them
Give me a moment.
And
Let
all our
that pull up.
shit.
and all of their shit?
Let me
Could
pull
she
up.
carry one while the other one rides the back?
There is. I can tell you. I can give you
Like
a
that.
hard weight limit for flying like that.
A large creature with a 16 strength.
Let me go ahead and pull. Oh my gosh, always forget where this is because it's never important.
Well, the flying
There
And
it
this
is.
is why I love polymorph.
So strength of 16.
It's a large creature.
And remember, I have 2 sets of plate
You
mail
can
right
carry. You can carry a total of 5 times 16 pounds.
Isn't that
So
for
no.
for a medium-sized creature's weight?
10 times. Yep, you're right.
10 times.
So 160.
No, wait. Carry capacity. That's what it is. 15 times that times 2.
So
15 times
480?
16 times 2.
480. Yes. Thank you.
480 pounds.
That's reasonable. She can do that.
That wouldn't. That's including plate armor.
That's
much-
2
including
sets
How
of
much
plate
is the
armor.
plate armor?
2 sets of plate
And
armor.
I have
And
the dragon
It's like
hide.
65
Because I'm
pounds.
thinking Bronwyn weighs like 200 pounds
Yeah,
easy.
I have her written down
Oh,
as.
definitely.
I have
Like,
her.
Just
I have her
Bronwyn
written
herself.
down as 200, but realistically, she's probably like 230, 240.
Like, you have it written down as
wouldn't-
200.
Could I put
But
some of y'all's
Her
shit in a bag
actual
full?
weight, without any of the armor and stuff, is 230.
I'd say realistically.
What other
probably.
what
Gotcha.
other flying? What other fast creatures do I have?
She's
Yeah.
beefed
That-
up some since she began her adventure.
She's also lost a little.
No. She's been getting those gains. She's been eating a lot of protein, doing a lot of weightlifting.
Plus, you're carrying
She's
like,
also
the
lost.
dragon stuff.
She's also lost a little.
Oh,
What's-
from
what's the speed of
starving
the
and
giant
being
eagle?
hungry during
80.
adventuring.
No,
Jesus.
good berry
80,
keeps you fed all
80
day.
fly speed for an hour. But I can keep recasting it because sorcery point.
I mean,
I'm like, you can carry the
would-
extra set of plate
you
armor.
would
she
definitely
could go back and forth.
I could.
ferry them.
I'd probably bring him first because he's gonna live longer in the wild by himself than Bronwyn will.
They're both gonna be alone by themselves in the
Oh fuck!
wild.
Dig yourself
Well,
into a hole.
She'd be in a cave. That's the difference. Is she'd be in a cave with only one
A
way
defensive
in,
I-
one way out.
I'm not sitting and waiting in a cave.
Just start
you
walking.
okay.
In the wrong direction.
You wouldn't be able to fly. You would be able to fly close to the ground.
That's
Because
fine.
it doesn't exceed your push, drag, or lift limit as a creature, as a bipedal creature. So
So she'd be walking.
you would essentially be if you could construct some type of
Hopping?
sled, you'd be able to go at an 80 feet.
What if we
The
use the
head.
dragon skin?
The skull.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh my
please,
God.
Yes.
I hate all
No.
of you.
I have a saw.
Why can't you
I
just
have
walk?
shatter.
You had to take the stone giant. Now you can't just walk. You've
Shatter-
got to fucking
shatter the
slug
dragon.
your way
Shatter
into
the neck.
dragon.
I would've
Shatter
been-
the neck.
I,
Shatter
To
the
be
I'm
fair, I would've
gonna-
been fine
How long
walking.
is the dragon's
Good
neck,
God,
roughly?
good.
Dead
God.
serious. I would have been fine
You
walking.
can shatter the dragon's body, reaching up to the neck.
Okay, I just want to make it so that we can get the skull off pretty easy.
Roll damage for shatter.
I have a shovel to take its brains out.
Meanwhile, I'm going to be doing the temporary hit points,
Go ahead.
the tireless,
Hold on,
and
let
I
me
get
pull up.
6, 7, 8 temporary
Stealthy.
hit points.
8 temp hit points. That lasts until your long rest.
Yeah, that way, just in case this
Shatter.
goes sideways,
Yeah, it's a good thing to do at the beginning
get
of the set.
hurt.
I'm gonna cast it at 3rd level because I'm might do the extra damage.
What is the rule for it for inanimate objects?
It takes damage.
They take damage.
They take damage. Okay.
Yeah.
I
So
can't remember if it was damage or just
15,
damage, save.
15 points of damage.
I mean,
It's a creature made of inorganic material. Has
Yeah.
disadvantage.
That's it. Thank you.
15 points of damage.
You hear in addition to the thunderous noise emitting from like the dragon's roughly like chest cavity that you've been able to see through, you can hear a resounding series of cracks from the dragon's upper body. Like it is unsettling because the first thing you hear is thunder, and then immediately after that, just like it sounds like 15 different bones all being broken at once.
Crack your neck.
In a way that like
There
settles
we go.
uncomfortably. Looking closely, you'd have to like start going to town on the dragon's neck. You would be able to over the course of give me athletics.
Still dark out. We're
Guidance.
just like
Oh yeah, by the way, now that it's daytime, it's not daytime, it's still nighttime.
Yeah.
11. You said athletics?
Yes.
18.
18. Okay, you'd be able to like over the course of
Did you add guidance?
Yeah.
around
I
an
rolled a
hour,
1 on
you'd be able to get through, sever the weakened neck, and then
Take the
Well, during
lower
that
jaw
hour that
off.
she's doing, I'm just gonna
we also have 300 feet of
take a
rope.
short rest and do nothing.
So
take
I
a short rest.
don't need to worry about it.
I'd
Okay.
take the
Good.
lower jaw off.
No, it's just a whole head.
just
Just
leave
the whole
it
head,
up.
so we can just get in there and just be protected all around while we're sliding
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
You
that
can
works.
like try and that
I
skin's
think
going
it's
to be
fine.
pretty weak
Okay.
I think
because it's got
I
a full
think,
on jaw. So
I
you
think
could-
it's fine leaving it on. For
I
now.
would scoop the brains out though with my shovel.
that yeah okay.
Yeah,
We'll include that in the
We'll
hour.
try to get as much to bone as possible.
You're able to. You're not gonna. It's still gonna smell and it's still gonna be gross.
It's okay, that's what the cleansing stone's for.
Your guys are gonna.
We're just gonna bonk the dragon skull against the cleansing stone.
That
Does
doesn't do anything.
it has to be a willing creature, right?
It has to
that
be a creature.
Touches it.
No, I'm saying it's to clean us
Yeah,
after.
to clean us afterwards.
Oh,
But it's funnier to
you,
just
you
bump
just
the
take it in
skull
there
on
and
it.
you're just continuously using your action to clean yourself.
Yeah.
So the two of you would be able to climb into the dragon's head. This weight, what was it? It'd be 60 times 16.
What?
Huh?
Sure.
Yeah. What?
Oh,
Mhm.
for
And-
For dragging,
Yeah.
960 pounds. Are
Yeah.
you're gonna spend less than half a ton.
And we've got 300 feet of rope.
We have 300 foot of rope in the bag of holding.
How-
So
Well,
How
I
strong is
don't
that
think
rope?
hemp and rope can actually withstand that much weight without a
I
pulling lever
have
system.
50 feet of silk rope.
I think that's just as weak.
The silk
Sure.
rope's a little
Oh,
thicker
yeah,
or a
it's-
little denser than it's a little more woven together better
Yeah.
than hemp rope, but it's that's only 50.
I'm basically just
They
gonna
can be
use.
they have 2 hit points can be versed with the DC 17 strength check.
Yeah.
So how
not
many
that hard.
loops are we having here?
A lot.
How much?
I'm
what's
gonna
the-
tie the jaw down as best as I can so it won't. Yeah, it won't crack. Just clack in the wind.
So
And then
A random
You-
merchant
that-
band is like is
they're
like
just traveling by and they just see
they're
a
just
giant eagle dragging to.
We hit a cart of leafy greens, and the guy's like,
Oh
"My
my
cabbage!"
like random cabbage.
Yes.
Surprisingly
perfect.
well informed he is. Okay, so we'll say you probably have enough rope for 3 lengths of rope, like 3 loops worth of rope back and forth between after you transform into the eagle that you can grab onto.
Yeah.
The 2 of you climb into the hollowed out dragon skull.
I'm gonna braid the rope together so that it's
How much
extra
time do you
strength.
have?
An hour, but I can move some
You can
spell slots around.
Okay.
I will give another. Or I already gave a feather token to her. I'm gonna give a feather token to Bronwyn. But I don't know what this does, but it is feather. They might do something with
Feather fall.
falling. We don't know that though. So
Who
I have
don't
no
like
idea
it?
what it is. But if we fall, just I don't know.
Out
flip
of the
it.
sky again?
Yeah, just flip
Yeah.
it.
Thank you.
Alright, we ready to go? We're ready for the stupidest
I
plan?
need a backpack page.
So are you traveling at a fast pace?
Yes.
Got it. That makes things easier, actually.
And
Because you can
I
go
am- yeah.
80 miles in a day. Or what that would be in terms of lengths. Oh, come on. You are going to have to start going through a forest at some point.
I can turn into something else when we get to the forest.
Turn into a bear.
No, just
There
turn,
are many reasons why I wanted this spell. Mostly.
just turn into a giant wolf.
If we can get this dragon head all the way back to the ship, we could put it on the front of the ship.
As the figurehead.
Okay. You'd be able to get
We
to
don't
the
wear a
edge.
hole through it by the sand with the
You'd
sand.
be able to get to the edge
Just
of the forest
continuously
within
cosmetic.
around a quarter day.
Okay. Here, let me pull up.
Flying at 80 feet per...
6 seconds.
Yeah, technically, I'm translating that to travel pace speed,
Mhm.
which is different than that.
Yeah.
But it converts pretty well.
I mean, combat speed is when your adrenaline's spiking and everything.
Right, you can't...
So you're
there's
faster
a,
than normal.
There's a forced march speed, which is closer to that, but then you start suffering points of exhaustion.
Mm-hmm.
Should we fashion
A ship.
Should you
I
fashion
have
what?
multiple swords. We don't need a ship. Should we fashion something to tie us into the dragon skull while she's pulling us at 80 feet
Very fast.
every 6 seconds?
Not quite that fast. Let's see. So it is...
I can also, after this, turn into a cave bear, which has a 20 strength.
For daily travel, multiply your hourly rate of travel. 1 hour.
Mush bear, mush.
Speed.
We just get back to the temple and it's just a bear with a rope holding a dragon skull with 2 people in the back, like, yeah.
Wait, what? Let's see.
This is the stupidest thing.
Mm-hmm. I have nets. I got 2 nets.
Okay.
Well,
That's the best I have. Is
I have some extra
Which-
rope in my
which is better?
bag.
A
I do
bear dragging the dragon skull or a mammoth.
I also have
Mammoth.
manacles, so we
It's a
can just
huge
like
creature, so
I
I
hand
might
am
have
not
some
handcuffing
issue there, but-
myself to this dragon. If I'm not mistaken, it's hard to get out of those.
You're gonna have to have a strength of at least 16.
without the tool, without the keys.
For
I have the keys.
a mammoth to get through it has a
How are you
strength of
gonna
24.
get yourself
What
out
about a
of
bear?
manacles with
How
one
fast is a
hand?
bear?
If your
40
hand
feet
is
of movement. And a mammoth
Well, I'm
also
gonna
has
hold
40
on
feet
to
of
it with my
movement.
hook.
Bear's a better option considering navigation.
the keys
Yeah.
with your hook.
Cave bear then.
All right, so go
I
ahead and
meant,
swap out.
like,
So you're
put the
you
manacle,
expending.
hold the
You're creating a
manacle with
4th level
my
spell slot.
hook. and
Yeah,
then-
give me a second.
So
It's
you
like a
have the
handle.
keys, but you have only one mana.
Which
Set of
requires
manacles,
6
right?
or
I have
6 sorcery points.
3 sets
Yes,
of
I know.
manacles.
I'm already swapping that stuff around.
I'm good.
Likely story.
I do have 50 feet of silk rope though.
They converse as they're being pulled along in a dragon skull.
If we,
You
like,
need a
if-
30 silk rope.
No, it's a different
I
silk rope.
tied down the
Okay.
jaw so that there's like at least some back there, but we can also tie like a rope around so that
You're
you guys
out
have
of
something to
rope.
grip out. Okay.
I have nets.
You can do that with a net.
I have 50 feet of silk rope.
I think we got rid of the gross silk rope.
Yeah.
The gross silk rope got taken with Cardiff, but I
Yeah.
bought
Never mind.
more silk rope forever ago.
Oh, she'll get some use out of that. I kid. That isn't canon. Okay.
No,
Allegedly.
If we can get to Bird Eye Near, if you can get us to Gray, wherever we're going real fast, that'd be cool. Like, I forgot, Raytheon. If you can get us to Raytheon, that should be our
How
first stop.
bumpy
The
is
rest.
this ride?
Yes.
Does she
Birds
understand
understand common. Giant eagles understand common. They speak giant eagle, but they understand common. They have an intelligence of 10, I believe.
But what about a bear?
It doesn't, but I'll still remember that command.
What's a bear's intelligence?
If the command is go to a place, I'm going to go to the place.
You wouldn't be able to do much other than that.
I have an 8 intelligence as a giant eagle, so literally no
Then
different.
do it, bitch.
Yeah, you can.
Sorry, I don't know if I couldn't
Giant
say
eagle, you're
anything.
good.
Cave bear, I just had 2
I do
intelligence.
have speak with animals.
That you do have speak with animals, and Iron is going to tend to be friendly towards the party.
For now.
I can turn into a giant ape instead.
What's movement speed?
That's even more ridiculous than a cave.
40. It's a
Strength.
23 strength. It's a huge.
CR is
But it
what,
does-
5? 7?
It's CR 7, which I can turn into because it's up to your class level.
Yeah.
This isn't my favorite spell.
So you turn into a giant ape, and you don't have to see the creature, do you?
Are you doing this as you run through the woods?
I'm just assuming she has to have at least some
If I
knowledge
think
of
if
the
I think I
creature.
can make it through the
That's
woods
what
as a
I'm
cave
thinking.
bear, I will. But
I think for polymorph, the idea is like you, because wild shape is you're becoming a certain creature,
Animal
are
that you have seen.
an animal you have seen,
With polymorph, it's an idea of the creature.
and you're becoming like I want to become a creature like this.
Yep.
yeah,
And polymorph does the best of its abilities to get you where you need to be.
Right. So I think that works.
Okay.
Giant
if
ape.
if I can do cave bear, I will. But
You can do giant ape. Like you're the idea.
I would prefer cave bear as the issue. But it has an intelligence of 2.
If you became a cave bear, you basically wouldn't. You can't understand language.
Okay. I mean,
The limit for that is 3,
okay. Then giant ape is fine.
because that's the 2 to 3 gap is a. Isn't no 4 is language, 3 is an extremely smart animal, 2 is a kind of smart animal, 1's a dumb animal. I think that's how it works.
Yeah.
Question, out of game. Say she was a cave bear with a 2 intelligence. Could she be awoken? If she polymorphed herself, could she then be awoken? Like, it's not something we have to think about hard. It was just a question.
What's the awaken spell say?
I don't have it, so
It
I
doesn't.
don't know. We
It
can
doesn't
just keep going then.
specify. As long as it has an intelligence of, I think 3 or lower. It's like a really long ritual, so that wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Future polymorph.
Cast time 8 hours.
Yeah.
So we won't worry about that.
Yeah.
You would turn into an ape. You said
Giant ape, yes.
because you can't understand language as a. What is it? What's an ape intelligence?
7.
Oh yeah, you can
Yeah.
understand language easy. Probably can't speak it because of the shape of the jaw. And you 40 speed, so you'd get to Raytheon by the end of the day.
Okay.
With a dragon skull and toe.
I love polymorph. They're
I'm assuming it's not the best bare bones dragon skull. I'm assuming
By
there's
this
still
point-
some skin and stuff.
Oh yeah, it's been well worn off. Like you've been leaving a trail,
I'm just blood and gunk through the sand.
mostly through the sand. Like the scales are long gone. Like the bottom of that skull is bone.
Yeah.
It's fine. All the better to stick on the front of the ship.
So you come charging through the woodlands. You would see the city, like the clearing that is the city of Raytheon, approaching.
Okay. Once we get, yeah, I kind of have to stay a giant ape until we get to where we're going, because I'm dragging a dragon skull and I don't want to leave that behind. But
Well, it's the end of the day. We're in Raytheon. I think we should.
Oh wait, how long? It takes an hour. You would need to do it. You need to do it a few times.
okay.
How many times can you?
I'd have to do.
Because you have
the
7. You have
math.
7 sorcery points, and then add up this cumulative sum of your spell slots. I'm getting what, like 4 hours?
Yeah, roughly.
Yeah. So you would be able to. Ooh.
I would be going as fast as I could.
The point of exhaustion speed.
Yeah, a little
The
bit.
point of exhaustion speed. Okay.
I could always carry you as you sleep.
Yeah. And if we need to take a long rest, I feel
And
it's
the,
worth it for the dragon skull.
the exhaustion wouldn't carry over to your base form, I don't think.
Yeah.
Because the
Maybe.
hit points don't transfer.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
exhaustion wouldn't transfer. You'd be able to barely get there within 4 hours. Like you are not quite able to drag the dragon skull all the way back before you transform back.
Okay.
But you are almost there.
Okay. So. All right. I'm just gonna do the math real quick to see what I have left.
You would have, let's see. You would have to have expended a total of 4 4th level spell slots, which you can. How you do it's up to you.
Yeah. I'm trying to
Okay.
think.
So once you guys arrive, while Einir is recovering from apedom, what do you two want to do?
We are in Raytheon.
From all my terrors.
You are almost got
Just
to
outside of Raytheon.
Yeah.
Well, you were closest to Nimbus. I think you should go tell her folk what happened, where she's going.
How far walking distance are we?
Oh, it's a couple minute walk from the town.
Okay.
Okay, when you said just outside, I wasn't sure if it
Oh
was
yeah,
like.
I'd use everything.
You
We
can
could see
Literally
the
all of
town.
my
you can
spells.
see the clearing in the distance. You
All
would
of
need
my
still a
spells
few
are
minutes
gone.
of walk to get there.
Gotcha.
Literally every single spell is gone. I'm pretty sure, because I used Shatter.
7th level. Oh, you use Shatter? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's everything.
Yeah, that's everything.
I
So.
would walk to Nimbus.
No. Hold on.
Would you walk through town or try and walk straight to the temple?
Whichever way's quickest.
Okay. Okay, so you're just gonna walk. You're able to walk in town, head up towards the temple. What do you want to do there?
I want to find
I would actually have my first level still, because
The
I
lady
forgot that I
that's
had
in
a spell
charge of
slot to
the-
begin with.
the lady that's in charge of the orphanage area.
Staff.
And
What does that
I
do?
kind of just want to
It
fill
has
her in
spell,
on what
it has
happened.
spell charges.
With Nimbus,
Mhm.
you're able to tell her the situation. She, in a very much a, they all go off on their own one day, and I guess I can count myself fortunate that she's not on her own. But thank you for telling me. Are you okay?
No.
Honestly, not really, but unfortunately, there's not much that can be done. We have to make haste back to my hometown in Vertham. I fill her in about, assuming she knew something about Mother because of all the children.
Right, like the oh, okay.
By the way, she's still alive. Now she's in my village.
I can see why you need to go back there.
I don't know if she's going to be coming back after these kids or not. So we're going to
Keep them safe,
try to take care of her again, but
and you're going to keep your people safe.
yeah.
Your family. That's the most important.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Give Nimbus a hug when you see her again. For me,
I will
please.
give her a tightest hug she ever did.
I would be going.
Break both of her
I would be
arms.
going to the orphanage with all the kids and bringing my brother the dragon scales.
All right, so you
All of them?
No, just the three. It's like every single dragon scale that we got.
We heard you like dragon scales, so we got you dragon scales for your dragon scales.
We actually got you a dragon skull.
Oh my god.
you
We already
would
got him
find,
an orc skull. Like,
you
isn't
find
it?
him kind of in his bed. It looks like looking at his arm with great interest. Looking at the back of his hand with great interest, kind of hunched over it, sitting in bed.
Hey kid,
Yes. Hi.
what are you doing?
Practicing.
Okay. Can I do an insight check?
Go ahead.
It's a 10. Fuck him, I'm gonna guidance myself very visibly.
Like, child.
13.
13?
Yeah.
It seems like he was telling the truth, but also really wants to hide something from you.
I walk over and grab his arm.
Pulling his arm out, you can see that there's a very small cut on the back of his hand, which is partially healed.
He is cutting himself. Oh no.
I needed
Your
to
brother's
practice.
emo.
You don't practice on yourself. You do not do this. Oh my god, okay. Anyways,
It mostly worked.
you're fine. Just please do not hurt yourself in order to get practice in.
I'm not gonna hurt other people to get practice in.
That's not what I meant either, but okay.
Okay.
I brought you something. We went and fought a blue dragon. And I grabbed 3 dragon skulls.
What size of...
Huge. It was an adult. Yeah. Yeah.
It looks at the shininess of them. Thank you. He kind of reaches over to give you a
I
hug.
give him a big hug. And we're going to be leaving, I think, today.
Okay.
So,
Saving the world?
hopefully we get to that point eventually, but probably doing some bullshit in the meantime.
Have fun.
Me too.
By the time you get back, I'm going to be a full-fledged cleric.
I hope so. I believe in you. And I scruff his hair,
The cult works.
even though he is taller than me.
He's sitting on his bed, you're standing next.
Okay.
Nope, you'd have to reach up and scrub his hair. Cause
I still do
It's a
it.
bed. Kind of, he bends his head to allow access.
Yes. Thank you. Do you know if Elkir has decided on whether he wants to stay or go?
I know somewhere who that is.
Elkira
It's
is
the one with the
magic-y
spell,
one.
the magic one.
Thank you.
The one that I offered
I've
the magic school to.
He wanted to stay here.
He wanted, Davrig wanted to stay here. Elkir wanted some time to decide, and we've been gone for like 2 or 3 days. So.
He's been... I don't know where he is.
Since when did you not? Did he leave? Did he just?
He wasn't here. He didn't come back 2 nights ago. Not last night, but the last one.
Okay. I'm gonna go ask around then, cause.
As you start to ask around, the old dwarven lady kind of like taps you on the shoulder and kind of
Yeah.
beckons you to talk privately. You're asking around about Elkir.
Yeah.
He snuck off. He went down towards Dothion. He didn't think anyone noticed.
Did he say
He's-
anything? Did he just leave?
He left, but he's old enough to go his own way.
Fair enough. Alright.
You've done a very good thing for everyone here. And thank you. And they all would thank you if they weren't insufferable little...
I know. I grew up with them and raised most of them. I know.
That's why they're so insufferable.
Yeah, I know.
They're not going to tell you thank you. I want to tell you thank you for them. You've done a good thing.
Thank you. I'm gonna also go find the tiefling twins. And she is going to chew them the hell out.
With regards to what?
Where do I start?
While
Them?
while you were thinking about it,
Okay.
we're gonna jump somewhere else real quick.
I'm gonna write down everything.
So what are you doing?
I'm staying with the dragon skull that's sitting outside the city.
So after a few moments of like hearing, an ominous rumbling sound slowly approaching the city, a few folks have begun to like kind of wonder why that is off in the distance. Well, off in the distance, I mean like 200 feet away.
I'm just sitting there waving.
And a few townsfolk kind of approach. Most of them are like unremarkable, just wearing pretty drab-looking clothes. But one of them does kind of strike you.
So she is.
Yay! That's what I wanted to get right.
Nice.
So she is a tall, lithe woman.
Tall
with
what?
Lithe.
Lithe.
Yeah, so kind of slim. She's about
Yeah.
5'11", with brown skin, warm brown eyes, long, thick, curly black hair. Her cheeks are lined with swirling patterns of green scales. She has a silver septum piercing, and her arms are covered in. They'd recognize the language, right? Even if they can't understand it. So draconic runes.
Green scales. Draconic runes.
She carries a wooden staff topped with a cluster of foggy white crystals, and at her belt is a spellbook and a dagger.
Staff. Special.
My sister was supposed to draw one. I paid her to draw one.
And
She didn't draw one.
dagger.
Not yet.
No, she told me that she couldn't do it because her skills were lacking.
Oh.
And spellbook? Spellbook.
And a bag.
And a bag. Yes.
Jesus. Staff, special, dagger, spellbook,
So
and bag.
Let's see.
Wait, what staff do you have?
My spellcasting staff.
The staff with
The
a
one I
focus on
need to
it?
do magics.
Oh, I just grabbed that one. Yeah. I figured you had a component pack.
Let me see. 1, 2.
You would have seen the two of them walk away.
Oh, that's right. Both of you went. So 1, the other 2 left. You are missing one, but and she kind of pulls out this little
It looks like a compass almost. You can see that there's like a metal ring with an arrow in one direction, although it seems to be filled with some kind of, it's like a lightly glowing bluish aura.
I'm just from on top of the skull. I'm just kind of like.
she kind of clicks it once and
Its arrow kind of swings. It'll have like a free floating arrow. It immediately swings and points directly at you.
but that's who I'm looking for. So gather your friends. We're going to Nessen's tower now.
Oh god!
They're in
You
town.
finally sent someone after us.
They're in town. That's where we've been trying to head to the whole time. I've been wanting to go there ever since we left Sir Vagra. I protested for it. Okay.
Fair enough.
Well, I've been following you for
Probably a couple weeks now, right?
A month?
3? Yeah, somewhere
Yeah.
around
Roughly
there.
a month.
a month, and you haven't made it there yet. So
I'm sorry. There's other people that are more insistent than I am. They had stuff
Either
they have to
way.
do, but we are going to be heading to Nessen's tower soon. Like as soon as we get to our ship. Oh, so you see this thing? We killed it yesterday. We slept in the cave, and we just rode it all the way down the mountain, all the way down to here. So we're a little exhausted, and the sun isn't going up anymore. It's just resting there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was you.
That's been happening for there's much hubbub in the town about that.
That was you.
You didn't say that.
I never said that.
He didn't. It would be unreasonable to assume as such.
Okay.
Yeah, the sun's not moving, and we're just wait till they get back, and then we can go. Like they're in town. Like
I wrote all
200
this stuff
feet that
down,
way.
but I don't know where I wrote it down, so I'm having to remember it, and I can't remember anything that I was gonna.
Do you have an animal
at
around
them.
anywhere? Do you have a little rodent? Little rodent? Do I have Icar with me?
No,
Icarus
Icar
was-
would be
Damn
with
it.
me.
Nice try.
I was trying to set an animal. Use Icar as a messenger. Okay.
You have animal messenger now?
No.
Oh,
I
just
have
speak with
I have
animals.
the beast sense. Where I can just I can talk with them and then look through their eyes to make sure they're following my command, my request. Yeah, I gotta sit here and guard the skull real quick. We're gonna be heading to.
I'm sure you do. Many, as you can see, many of the people are interested in taking it right from under your nose.
See? I didn't even see that person.
So, how much you want for it?
How much do you have?
5 silver.
I'll
That's how much I paid
flip
for
him
an
a
idea.
gold coin and say, "Get away."
5 silver and 1 gold.
Yeah, you know what? That's a deal. I will not consider that.
Okay.
I forgot. to
Final
write my
offer: 1 gold, 5 silver, and 3 copper.
Oh, now that you said that.
No.
You see, my business partner, Einir, she's actually in town. You got to talk to her. She does all the
Which one's she?
trading. She's the big, tall, green one
Got it.
with
I
the
hear.
one hand.
One hand.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be right back. This thing's gonna be mine before the end of the day.
Well,
He strolls off.
you
Without.
got a long time to wait, I guess.
I keep on forgetting.
It's consistently the end of the day.
I keep on forgetting about that because it's so bizarre.
It's almost as if you did that.
Hush. So
Who are you?
as he's strolling off, he kind of mutters, "Just let that for curse on the sky." Drip, drip, drip.
Who are you, by the way?
Idrissa
Spell that, please.
is not going to help.
Yggdrasil?
No.
I can spell that better than I can spell that.
YDRISSA.
R-D. Y-D.
YDRISSA.
I-S-S-A. Idrissa.
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 Mhm.
I might
That's
call you
me.
Issa. Pronouncing things is kind of hard sometimes.
It's a good idea.
That's what I thought. But yes, the other two are in town. You saw them walk in there.
In
I'm
the
just waiting
temple.
for them to get back.
Yeah.
I can't drag this in there myself. It's
And how are you getting this anywhere? How did you get it here?
well, you have a spell book, right?
I do.
Magic does a bunch of great things.
I am aware. Yes. Thank you.
You know, there's also these ropes and the nets and everything tied to it. One of our members can turn into stuff now. Like,
Good to know. All right, and she's going
She
to.
just sits.
Yeah, she sits and kind of leans against the skull and is going to go over her spells.
Just pull out his spellbook like.
pull up or do you still have the little watch thingy or
The what?
the timekeeper?
The orb of time.
time.
It's in
Yeah.
my bag of holding.
The orb of time sounds way more important than it is.
I
It's
want to call it a
useless.
timekeeper. Like, I'm gonna just name
It's
it.
a watch.
I'm gonna call it a timekeeper.
It's just a bad watch.
In a world where there aren't.
Do you know what time it is right now? I feel like we've been awake for we had quite a day today, but I couldn't tell.
What time is it? Approaching night, it seems.
In a constant state, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
The town itself seems rather calm considering the apocalyptic nature of events.
Can't wait to get the verify.
You say Nesson's a powerful person, right? Yeah.
One could say that. Yes.
You think he can fix this?
I don't see why he would.
Do you think he could?
If he wanted to, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm not friends with him.
Oh. Okay.
As soon as I had the discussion, what's her name?
I'm just doing that.
I like the awkward silence. Okay, yes.
I'm gonna first before I show out the Tiefling twins, I'm gonna send a message to Elkir and tell him, basically using all of my everything for the day left.
Message or sending?
Sending.
Okay.
So that's everything.
Yes.
Okay.
And tell him that if he basically just say you shouldn't have left without telling anyone. One. And 2, if you want to go to Nessen's Keep, meet us at the boat.
All right.
Does you respond?
I'm good.
He says, thanks, Einir. I've decided that I'll go where I want to go by my own power.
If I find that kid, I'm gonna kick his ass.
That's and then drag him to where he's supposed to be.
Yes.
Giving your people a lot of freedom, aren't you?
And then the twins.
And then the twins. Basically, I'm just gonna chew them out for being just general assholes to everyone. 1, 2, specifically to Raven, because it's not her fault that she had to lose her arm, and that she's their friend, like good friend, and they're being mean to her. And also to Davrik, because again, it is not under his control whether he got his face melted off. Not those exact words, but basically. Can I make an intimidation check?
Yes, go ahead. By the power of
Yandala.
by the
I
power of
wouldn't be-
Gondola, I will smite
I
you.
wouldn't
If
be using guidance. That's a 23.
they are, it seems they respond with like a collective. All right. See your point. Okay.
If you do that shit again, I will find out and I will smite you. The wrath of the gods. Guidance.
Kind of look at each other, reach nod, and go, "Yep, nope, not happening again. Nope, yep, nope, yep, nope, nope, yep."
So they said no is not, and yep it is.
They give a mix of yeps and nopes to the general effect of ah.
Fair enough. And then I will give my brother one last hug and then head out.
I would have headed out after talking to.
Okay, so you would be heading down the road first.
Oh, what do you know? One's coming right now.
The two of them would you probably head down. You'd be back down in 5 to 10 minutes afterwards. So you would be able to
Marvelous.
spy the road.
Do I get stopped by the guy? that wants
Yes. On your way down, right as soon as she comes into view, you can see a man kind of walk up to you and go, "Anya."
to- Sure.
Right. So I'm here to negotiate the sale and transfer of ownership of said mysterious dragon head, and I'm willing to offer you quite a deal:
What's the deal?
1 gold, 5 silver, and 2 copper.
You said 30 come.
No.
Okay. Hard sell. I see that. What about 2 gold? Okay, just ballpark me on what you're thinking. Just let's play a little game here, you know?
Can I?
1,000 gold and we'll talk.
Okay. Hard counter offer, 10 gold.
No.
Can you move it anywhere?
Up.
Yes.
How? Oh, horse. I forgot horse.
Oh, I would be bringing horse with me
Thank
once
you.
I leave. He's just
He
still
would
like
be.
turning around,
You know
staring
what?
at
You know
Raven.
what?
He wouldn't be
I'll
coming.
come
He's
back
staying with,
tomorrow.
he's staying with Raven.
You do that.
He turns and then just goes, by tomorrow, I mean in like about I don't know what that means anymore. I'm scared.
As you should be.
Yes, totally. Come get it tomorrow.
I shake my hook at him.
By this time, Einer would have probably caught up run
With
us.
horse.
With
just
horse in tow. Who
Would
is
horse have been came with her?
with
Because
Raven.
his job was Raven.
I would assume if
I'm
he
just
is a
adding
god
one
in
aspect.
disguise.
You know what? Without prompting, when you when you think about where's horse, you
Oh,
turn
Jesus.
horse's face right in yours.
I would say I'm creeped out, but honestly, this is normal at this point. And I just grab his reins and start walking.
Once you grab his reins, he shakes his head violently and tries to pull the reins out of your hand,
Okay.
You are not his rider.
and then puts his head almost like very very close to your shoulder as he's walking down next to you, like bending down. Such that like if you glance to the right, you can see one beady eye just barely out of the corner of yours.
Most horses have their eyes on either side, but horse is after.
Oh god! Oh
It's
no,
a-
that's awful to visualize.
It's his left eye. You see his left eye. He has eyes in the normal
Get
place
that
because
really
he's
warm
just
burst
a
of air,
horse.
just-
No, he's not.
How more horse can? I've made him as horse as he can horse. Right? His name is Horse. What more prompting do you need?
And
You
we
also
have
said he
horseshoes.
has no genitals.
I mean, yeah.
This is a god trapped in a
He is
horse.
not a
is a
mare
god-
or a
this
stallion.
is-
He is a horse.
This
Like,
is just like a
he is
warlock
the
picture.
kid
My
drawing
next
of a
next character
horse.
is
This
just
is
gonna
exactly
be
what he is.
horse,
Like the,
horse,
with those big
horse
those
packed.
big square legs that they draw, the oval body.
Who became a
Exactly.
centaur by making a pact with horse?
If I had the charisma score, I would definitely make a pact with horse and become a warlock of his.
What the
When
fuck?
you become a centaur. Okay.
If I had the
An
charisma score.
Eladrin
So you-
centaur.
So you'd see the trio of Rowan, Einir, and Horse heading down.
This thing, this
Finally.
horse is just.
I'll be right back. I haven't seen horse.
Horse, like with his head down next to Einir's, doesn't seem to react.
You can go get Augie. Okay. I'm walking.
I wouldn't expect anything else from him.
It keeps pace with you.
I really wouldn't expect anything else from horse.
This is the voice.
This is our battle steed. Oh.
I'm badass.
Who the fuck is this?
The horse kind of looks up.
Oh,
Whinnies.
I can't.
you already
no,
forget
I know
her name?
I know her name, but I can't pronounce
What's
it.
her name?
Idrissa.
Interesting.
There you go. You did it. Good job, Augie.
Yeah.
Hi. Why?
To take you to Nesson's Keep.
Okay.
Yes.
Tower.
Well, we have to go to Carbahall first.
I forgot to mention that.
Yeah.
We're on our way to Carbahall.
Unless you want
We're going to-
like.
Boss.
Yeah.
Yes.
Didn't you say you were on your way to Nesson's Tower soon? And you're going to Boss first?
Soon is a relative term.
Soon is a relative term, especially with this fucking shit.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. We'll go to Boss when it hits tomorrow. Or we'll go to Carbahall. Yeah, we'll go to Boss when it hits tomorrow. We'll go to Nesson's Keep next week.
Okay, look, we're going after Carvajal if we
You
don't
are,
get
yes.
fucking.
No, you're going after Carvajal because I'm going to
You know,
launch
if
you there if I
did-
need to.
I was gonna say if we don't get fucking killed, but
There's a very bad person in Carbahall that's been
Yeah,
tormenting
we don't
her
need
her
to
entire
talk-
life.
we don't need to
Is now
okay.
tormenting her and has something in mind.
Don't need to talk
And
about
we
this
gotta go
right
kill her.
now in front of a stranger.
You can kind of see that there's like zero care in her on her face.
Oh.
Don't need to.
yeah.
Don't talk about. We don't talk about that in front of strangers.
Do you
Do
see
you
this
have any
face?
experience with boats?
I can trust her. She has no emotion
I took a boat
whatsoever.
to get
It
her.
is straight
That is-
blank face. You can trust that.
Do you have
That
any
was mother
experience with
most of the
helping
time.
crew boats?
I don't know her. I just fought her.
Fair enough.
I mean, I took a boat to get here.
Okay.
Did you crew one?
I mean,
That's a no. Okay.
I mean, I took a boat to get here.
Do you know
So
how
you
to do
were-
something on a boat?
I know how to read on a boat.
Well, I mean that's better than
We're gonna have to get crewmates anyways. Might as fucking
better than
well.
half the kids that we had.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
fair
just the boat that's on Dothion, right?
enough.
Yeah.
With the Warforge on it.
Yeah, he's watching it. Yeah,
Is it-
Plant
Oh yeah.
Plant was left
'cause- Yeah.
to watch the boat to make sure
It
nothing
would have
got
taken you a
stolen.
couple days to get here. Yeah.
I mean, she's got her share of animals on there. They can probably help crew the boat fine.
How many animals are on there on our boat?
A menagerie.
Like how many?
A fair portion.
Okay, that doesn't help. But
It's a menagerie on a coast.
let's just. Oh
Maybe
my
we can see if there's anyone there who wants passage to Vertham, and we can offer passage in
I mean,
exchange
if
for
it's
their
just
work.
the ship that you have in Dothion, you could probably crew that with a couple people.
Yeah,
It's
we only need
just- we
3
need, like,
people.
We
3
only
or
need
4
like
people.
2 or 3 people.
But if we get in any battles, we're fucked.
we
that's
can.
what I was
We
saying.
can run
Yeah, it's the only thing we can do.
That's why I was
and
saying
cast spells.
if we can.
I mean, if they're on a ship, then I can keep them at bay pretty easily.
Mm-hmm.
How?
She has a spell book.
Wiggles the stuff.
Well, yes.
What
That's-
do you do, by the way?
Magic.
Well, I mean, we all do magic in some sense. What type of magic? Like, you go and throw fire in the sky.
That's so descriptive.
You go...
Spiders.
Yeah, spiders. And me, well, there's nothing visible that I can do right now.
You hear
Ooh.
an adorable little clearing of her
berries.
throat as Icar kind of like pokes her head out from behind Brahman's shoulder and goes, like, gives you a bit of a look.
Good berries.
Icar
I
then
think she wants you to turn invisible.
Icar
I can't turn invisible,
then
that's
breathes
not
a
my
little
shtick.
cone of radiant fire.
This is
Oh
it.
yeah, we have Icar too.
Yeah, we have Icar.
I said there's more of us.
I scratch Icar's head.
I give her a little piece of food. I like a reach.
I put the good berries on the ground for you, Icar. There's 10 of them there. All yours.
Our lizard speaks.
Yes, we have a lizard too.
And she speaks, yes.
That speaks.
Please don't eat her.
I don't eat it.
And honestly, I think
Thank
there's
you.
something up with our horse. It has no genitalia.
The horse
And it's
is
got a
still
bunch of
just
red
like...
spots.
Oh, yeah, horse
Wait,
still-
did you
horse
say
still
this in
directly-
front of all of us?
Yeah, it's very easily not noticeable that it has no genitalia. Like, if you've ever
Fair
walked
enough.
behind it, you would know.
How does it urinate?
It doesn't.
It's never urinated once that I've ever seen. And I've rode that thing a long time.
It just doesn't. It, like...
I've never
Does
seen
horse
it.
even eat?
I've seen it mush stuff up.
We fed horse good berries before.
Good berries.
It's eaten a good berry before. You've not thoroughly investigated it while it's been
It's
eaten.
not eating it. I haven't seen it eat substance stuff.
We're pretty sure he's, like, just a god trapped in a horse's body. That's just a running theory.
Can we get going to Dothion?
Yeah.
How are
We
you
not-
all
we
planning
need
on
to sleep, right?
transporting?
Yeah, because I'm out of... Well, I've been using a new spell and dragging it all day,
Okay.
but...
Hear me out. It's going to be slower than what you were able to provide us. You get in the skull, take a nap. Me and horse can pull the skull.
Fair
I
enough.
like that idea. We should probably get moving.
Yeah.
Not before I assemble his horseshoes.
Thank you.
I need to assemble his horseshoes.
I'm
We
gonna-
got horseshoes.
I'm gonna
It'll
s-
take what, an hour?
I'm gonna sit in this skull and...
Like, do you want to put on the horse? You're on horse, right?
Yeah.
You need a few nails. Like that's it. Wait, no, you don't need nails. They're
I have
magic.
carpentry
They're magical.
tools.
Yeah. You can just get them on there.
Oh, it'll take me like 2 minutes.
You just have to get horse
You're
to
magic, right?
present each of its
Yes.
feet.
Also, could you tell horse we're going
Can-
to be asking him to pull the skull with me?
Just,
What's it?
I'm trying to scroll
Speak with
down. It's
animals.
just, it keeps trying to
Yep.
select something. Hold
Hey,
on.
horse.
Horse.
You did a good job protecting Raven.
Horse.
You stared or you made sure that nothing got it, right?
Horse.
Horse. I need you to show me your feet real quick.
Horse immediately goes onto the ground, turns over, and 4 legs just straight up in the air.
Good boy, horse. Good boy.
This is why we're convinced.
I mean, good horse.
What the
Horse
Apparently, he can speak with animals. Apparently, all that thing says is horse.
Tickle my extremities.
And that...
Motionless. Of course, again, this is you hear
Yeah.
whinnies. This is only in animal speech.
Yes.
Then after a good
Um,
tickle, I'll put the horseshoes on, as his legs are just.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. They kind of magically attach.
There.
We
need you to help haul this giant thing 2 days away to Dothion.
Horse begins walking in air.
you can stand back up.
Good boy, horse. Good horse.
What's notable about that is the fact that Horse was very, very slowly scooching along.
That's perfect, horse. That's absolutely perfect.
Just to... Oh
I'm
my
just-
god.
Horse!
I'm gonna look back and I don't know what to do at this point. I don't know what to do. He's obviously moving.
It's very incremental.
Can you just tell him to stand back up?
Stand up, horse.
Horse kind of wiggles over and stands up. It's odd though, because you're used to hearing like a clop, 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 clop. You hear like a gentle noise. If you're listening very, very, very closely, you could hear like just a very gentle noise, but it doesn't make any noise as he's standing up.
Yeah, good find. These.
We don't know what
Horseshoes.
these do.
Do
Do you want to investigate?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. We'll actually.
I'm working
I'll
on
do my own
tying
investigation on
ropes
that.
Oh, damn. You're a dirty
Oh,
20.
sister in
Oh,
law.
huh.
That was with guidance and the -1.
Natural 20
Hey!
plus guidance 1. Not to show you up or anything.
The two of you, I imagine the two of you kind of standing alongside this horse, both of you dipping down and looking, and seeing that horse is currently hovering around 4 inches off the ground.
Cool.
Our horse can fly.
Our horse can now fly.
It
Hover.
doesn't look like it's flying. Yeah, it looks like
Or
it's
it's just-
hovering vaguely.
You good,
Or-
horse?
Horse.
Good. Don't start walking yet. We'll hook up the ropes and everything. We'll have you pull.
Horse stands stock still.
I will assist in hooking up ropes.
Yeah, I will. I will try.
To the best
You know
of
what?
our
No,
knowledge,
I'm
and
gonna
hauling
sit
carts.
in the skull and
You're gonna take a nap.
Attune to the
Okay, what's horse's strength?
the bracer.
Let me pull up.
I can probably make this easier on all of us and go get
I'm
a horse
helping
cart. I can probably make this easier on all of us and go get a horse cart.
Is the skull gonna fit in a horse cart?
No, a wagon cart. Some sort of cart that can be pulled by a horse.
We got the skull this
Is
far.
there
We're
anything
taking
You
the skull.
have to get one. They don't really have much use when the only way to get to the town is through winding forest paths. So they don't have any in town.
Okay, cereal wouldn't have any. Cereal,
Sorry.
Her warehouse
If
is.
she wouldn't or not, yes or no?
You didn't see any when you were up with her.
Gotcha. Alright.
I can
Cool.
run and
That
go
works
ask,
then.
but
Horse kind of just standing there.
I'm
while
gonna
you attach
I'm
up
gonna
and
take
then-
a short rest and attune to the bracer.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. You all
Yeah.
succeeded in killing that dragon.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we got a bunch of
I
shit.
motioned to the dragon skull.
Which is just yeah. Yeah,
That's honestly remarkable. I was expecting you all to die.
we were too.
And
I
you
didn't
were
get
the
touched.
one who ruined the bear skin.
Yeah, you saw the scraps that I just
I
kind
didn't
of
have
left
to
there.
see them. I was told.
By who? Cereal. Damn
by,
it.
By Isabel.
Who the fuck is Isabel?
Didn't you stay in her tavern / hunting lodge?
You're not.
We didn't
working
stay
for
there.
Mother, are you?
We never even got a name.
No, you didn't. You never asked her name.
Insight check.
Yeah. Same.
Wait, on what? I'm confused. What?
I
fully
asked
believe
her
it.
if she was
I
working for
rolled
Mother.
2.
I rolled a natural 1.
17.
And then a 6.
8.
10.
So what do you say?
That she's not who's mother.
Is she working for
Her
Mother?
confusion seems genuine.
Okay. Fair enough.
Good enough.
Are you working
I'm gonna
for
say her real
Stress? Yes, there you
Stress. Do you know who Stress is?
I know who Nessun is, and he's the one who hired
go. That's
him.
not what we
But
asked.
do you know
He
who
didn't hire
Stress
us. He
is?
told us to go to a tower.
I didn't say he hired you. I said he
You
hired
literally
me.
said
I
he
said
hired
he
us.
hired me.
No.
Okay.
I think you're avoiding the question.
You
no,
are avoiding
I
the
don't know who Ceres is.
There we go.
Natural 20.
I don't know who Ceres is.
She doesn't.
It's all about
She's
asking
not
the right
secretly
question.
evil in that way.
We
Inside
are-
the DM. Are you inciting the DM?
12.
Well, okay.
18.
So the two of you pause, look to the heavens, try to get some kind of sign from the stars.
And realize you have to be looking down to get that.
No, up, because it's almost nighttime.
No, you gotta be looking down to the hells.
I'm starting to understand why you guys never made it to Nessun's tower.
Yeah, we're absolute fucking idiots.
I
So
can
once
see.
once you get the stuff started like properly attached, do you guys want to? Are you going
Yeah.
to start heading down?
Yeah, I'm taking a
Oh.
short rest to attune.
So, what can you do magically? I see
Me and
spell
Horse are
book and a
pulling.
staff and stuff like
What's
that.
your strength
The
score?
last person I saw
18.
with a staff was able to turn into animals.
I don't turn into animals.
Oh.
As you start pulling, you can feel that it seems like as Horse is pulling, Horse has got this easy.
Really?
He doesn't need your help.
Oh, Jesus.
Horse is stronger than you.
Note, Horse is also a size larger than you, so it's not hard.
Ed Horse is a horse.
And he's also floating.
He also has magical horseshoes.
Ed Horse is a horse. Is a horse is a horse. Of course, of course.
Oh my god.
I'm like,
While we're walking,
do one of us want to jump on horse? Or do we all want to jump in the skull?
can I cast Identify on the horseshoes? Ritually.
You would have to be touching them.
Yeah, it's
Sure.
That's the thing.
He's hovering.
You just like
He's
lean
also
down
walking.
doing.
Sure, it's fine.
You just have your hand on the underside of the horseshoe as he's doing. You're
No.
just like,
I'm just picturing like you're wrapped around horse's leg and like touching him.
Or would you mind if we stopped him for a moment?
I
Horse.
thought you wanted to go.
I do. In 10 minutes.
You could also.
I don't have it prepared.
Oh.
Horse.
Horse, while walking, just like turns his neck around towards you. Like turns his neck so he can see you. Continues
That's
walking
fine.
forward.
I would like
Lay
start
down.
untying my ropes as they were doing this.
Lay down.
Horse very slowly and reluctantly comes to a stop.
Can I see your hooves again?
He holds up one hoof in front of him, the opposite direction from where you are.
I don't
fine,
need to
that's
see it.
where I
She
am.
needs to see it.
I'm gonna ritually cast it in. Fine.
Well, 10 minutes later, they are horseshoes of a zephyr.
Ooh.
That's what I figured they
I
were.
figured
They're
that,
really
yeah.
nice.
They have the properties of. Why didn't I have it pulled up? Doo-ba-doo. These iron horseshoes come in a set of 4. While all 4 shoes are affixed to the hooves of a horse or similar creature, they allow the creature to move normally while floating 4 inches off the ground. This effect means the creature can cross or stand above non-solid or unstable surfaces, such as water or lava. The creature leaves no tracks and ignores difficult terrain. In addition, the creature can move at normal speed for up to 12 hours a day without suffering exhaustion from a forced march.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Too bad Zephyr Strike didn't work that way.
I'll keep that knowledge to myself.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Dick Wizard.
So,
Wait,
okay,
no, no.
okay,
We got a kid.
okay.
Cool.
So let me just walk through this. Horse puts out his hoof, like you like take 10 minutes, pause, touch the bottom of horse's hoof. Pull out a little diamond that you have.
Pearl.
Pull out a little pearl that you
All
have.
3 of us said that simultaneously.
Pull out a little dragon shard. I don't care. Pull a little pearl that you have.
And an owl feather.
She has it on her necklace.
And then
So
once
what
you
you
find out
doing?
what it is, you're like, all right, we can go on.
What'd you find out?
Making sure that it's not cursed.
Oh yeah, my gloves are cursed.
Yeah.
That's probably
Yeah,
something we
he
should have done
attuned to them,
beforehand.
and then they just kind of attach
You
themselves
attuned to
skin.
them before finding out what they were.
I put them on, yeah.
We
I
don't.
did.
We don't have anyone that can identify things.
The more you people talk, the more I'm starting to piece together in my mind, and the more I'm wondering how it is that you're still alive.
I can heal people really well.
Dragon tooth at her and see if she can identify that too.
Hmm.
Can she identify other stuff?
I
You
don't.
can talk to me. I'm right here.
I don't know. Yeah, she's right there. I don't know.
I'm
That's how
saying
that
it loud
spells
enough for her to hear.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can technically. Yeah.
We'll wait till we're on the boat so we can just keep going.
Yeah.
But once we're on the boat, we can get that stuff identified.
I continue attuning to the bracelet.
Sure, my fee is 5 gold an hour.
Okay, and then we'll pay you on the boat if you can tell how long an hour is in this perpetual state or timeless state.
We'll just assume it's 5 gold per identifier.
That works.
And I did.
Actually, I
It's
could
identif-
if I was just identifying ritually over and over and over again. 6 identifies later.
5 gold.
Yep.
So you guys continue walking south.
And identify is only 11 minutes, so
It's
Yeah.
11 minutes. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Because it's 1 minute plus
Oh,
an
that's
extra
right,
12
that's right,
10
that's
minutes.
yeah.
Interesting.
So you guys continue walking. No, it's an action plus.
It's 1 minute.
It's 1 minute.
Yeah, it's 1 minute.
Identifies a
That's
minute.
detect magic is one
That's
action
what it is.
plus
Thank
10
you.
minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. So we're walking.
You're walking south. It's at this pace. It's probably you're gonna get there and you're gonna get there on the second. No, wait. You guys can take a long rest
We have. Yeah. It's been.
once you get to Raytheon.
Yeah. We haven't taken a long. We didn't take a long rest when we got to Raytheon.
Right, and that was around halfway through the day. So you'll be able to get there at the eve of tomorrow.
Through the day.
Again, you have something that
I just have the orb of time just like off to the
So
side,
we had
and
to
like
pass
if anyone
through
wants to know.
Raytheon when we were. Well, we literally would have had to pass through Raytheon to get to
Dothion.
Dothion.
Yeah, that's the fastest way
All right.
because it's an actual path here.
When we're passing through Raytheon, I would be like, "Hey, I gotta go. I'll catch up and take off."
Oh,
Yeah.
you were at Raytheon just now.
I know, but when we went through Raytheon, because we hadn't quite made it there yet,
Oh, I see.
so
what
we
you're
never
saying.
got through
Yeah,
Raytheon
what did you
itself.
want to do?
So in this perpetual state of night, I would have gone to what's her name's house, Serial's. Be like, so remember what we talked about screwing some stuff up, fixing some stuff, and you said, why don't you just sit still and do nothing?
While she's casting Zephyr on the shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, this is I would have just I would
While,
just
while
caught
during
off
during
yeah.
during those 10
Yeah.
minutes while she's identifying the
Yeah.
shoes, is what we'll say.
Yeah. Remember that time remember that when you told me we could have just sat and done nothing? Yeah, I think something happened again, but I can
You
neither.
are going to fix it.
Yeah, that's key. Well, you fix some stuff, you break some other stuff. That's how it works. But do you know? Have you ever heard of a name Toriel? You remember you spot on called out what Coraline looked like. I'm just wondering if you know who Toriel is.
Not anything about Coraline. Yeah, I met him.
You told me Coraline looks like a wood elf. Or looks all tan.
No.
or
No,
she
that
said-
was the
The
Wanderer.
the stranger.
Yeah, the stranger.
Delarin.
Yeah, Delarin. Sorry, Delarin.
Yeah. Toriel was he was a best friend of him. He's in the
Was the
labyrinth.
best friend of
Delarin, yeah.
Delarin.
Yeah, apparently they met when Delarin first arrived in this world or some such fooliganery, and they were inseparable.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
How do you know that name?
Remember what I said about fixing some stuff and breaking others?
You're not going to give me an answer. Okay.
Well, we're
wanna
about to
answer
go
my
fix
question.
one thing, but
I'm
I know who
breaking
you
out.
are. Just expect some words to pop into your head at some point that you can respond to, and I'll give you an answer later. Sorry. Oh,
She looks incredibly exasperated.
if you see Nimbus again, tell her. Yeah, tell her we're going to go kill Mother once and for all.
Okay.
She'll know what it means.
Leave now, please.
And on my way out, I take the holy symbol of Thor. I'm just gonna hang it on, and not Ebsen, but the other one, the halfling. Is Isfidel as
Is
It is
no,
up.
it is El.
It is El.
That's the word. I couldn't think of the name. I have it written down. It is El's. Just hang it around his neck and just be like, and then Thor will watch over something, and boom, scoot up, and catch back up to these guys.
All right. So then, one identify later.
we keep going.
Sorry, I had some T's to cross and I's to dot.
Okay.
Holy shit, I said that right.
All right. So you'd be making your way south. You've got
A big
around
move.
half a day. Anyone else attuning to any other items, or is it just
The only thing that
what
required
else do I
attunement is
have?
The only things
I don't have
had
anything
was
that I
the
can't
armor
attune to
and the
anything.
and you're
I'm
going
out
to
of the
cast
sword
all
shield.
the plate armor?
Yeah.
Did you leave your plate armor in the cave?
No, I took it with.
Took it with. Okay.
I can't attune to anything.
So you have
so
2
I'm out
sets of plate armor
attunement
on you
slots.
right now. How?
In the skull.
Oh my god. All right. That works, I guess.
Well, she's got one suit that she's actually in.
And then the
And
other
the other
one,
one, like,
the other one is disassembled
all
properly.
disassembled properly.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Um,
hoping to sell it for something.
Once you finish attuning to that item, you find it is 1 bracer of defense.
Okay.
As long as you are wearing it and you are not wearing any armor, your armor class is increased by 1.
Okay.
And as you finish attuning to it, you do feel like it's not complete.
Okay.
Or if I find someone that needs it that I feel is worthy of giving it to.
But anywho, we're marching, right?
Any conversation as y'all are marching south?
I would be like, this is gonna put an interesting debacle or an interesting twist on that other thing
What
with
is
the
it?
sun and
What do you mean?
How do you mean?
the shadow.
Oh fuck!
We'll never see it coming.
I keep forgetting.
We're in constant
I honestly
shadows.
forget. Oh my god. Also, I have the drift globe up.
Always, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm assuming.
At this point, we kind of have to.
And as we're traveling, I would have my shield be doing the glowy thing.
Okay, full on shield.
I'll have my owl circling above us as well.
I'd have my thing
You
going,
guys
but I
are doing
can't wield it like a lightsaber, so
Oh, damn.
it'd just be staying in spot.
She's unhappy.
Staying in spot.
Because it's cold.
There's no sun.
There's no sun.
You look like you're shivering over there.
Do you want a bedroll?
I have 3 of those monk cloaks from way back when. Do you want one?
No, I'm fine. I prefer the sun. Unfortunate, though.
Einir's a hoarder. What do you expect?
I have a bedroll.
I have.
I'll be fine. Thank you, though.
I have 3 of them. Yeah, short swords as well.
We could just give you a torch to hold.
I prefer sitting in the sun.
Yeah. Anyways,
Force minis.
I don't want to be the one to ask, but I kind of am. What are you? Like, you don't look like a dragonborn any dragonborn I've seen before.
I'm not.
And you have scales like them.
Remember the snake oil salesman?
Wait,
She's a snake person?
what are you?
Snurson.
What were you guys doing in Bosbury?
You're one of you Wanti?
One tea, pure blood.
Oh. Yeah, it makes sense why you'd want to sit in the sun.
I do enjoy it.
That's fair.
But you guys were in Bos. So you were already in Boss.
Yes.
Yeah, and then we left, and then
No, we were in Bosbury.
That's in Boss.
Yes, but
That
we
is-
weren't in.
We had
Where
to go
we
to
need to be.
Kelding.
Yeah.
We got teleported. We got teleported there.
Oh,
Dropped
do you-
out of the sky.
Do you know
really.
what's his name?
The teleportation circle.
The-
Roll.
the
Naked
dumb-
Birdman?
Roll.
Yeah, Rawl.
You know Rawl too.
Yeah.
He's kind
We
of
got him out
awesome,
of. We got
but
him out of prison.
not awesome at the same time.
Wait a second. You helped Rawl? That is it.
We got him out of prison so he could teleport us to Boss, so we could get to Kelding, so we could come here.
I thought that was a Vorl.
No, that was
Vorl is his
Rawl.
brother.
Vorl
Laurel
is
is
the other one.
Naked Birdman.
Yes.
He's Naked Birdman.
It's not. They're like.
Yes, we
adopted
know.
brothers.
I know,
Okay,
but
wanted
that's
to
how it's all
verify.
written. His
Yeah,
adopted brothers.
we were gonna kill him, but then
You were gonna kill Rawl.
Correction.
Yeah.
She. They.
But then he could teleport us to Boss, so we had him teleport us to Boss, and we let him go.
I mean, he built the machine that sent us to South Dakota, so
Yeah.
I thought it was right to kill him.
Sent them.
He's
I
a,
was fine.
Us.
Us.
I'm trying
he's
to
a
follow along.
remarkable inventor, and you were going to kill him.
He sent
You know,
us to South
do you know
Dakota.
what he's done for Boss?
Do you know about South Dakota and the zombies?
You keep mentioning South Dakota. I don't know what that is.
I don't either.
I
so-
recount over the next bit. I recount our trip in prison.
So
in
her
South
face starts
Dakota.
off, and then she just goes.
Yeah. To
Can
be-
you recount
just-
it exactly? Because I still don't know what the fuck happened.
Just to not to.
No
not
one
to-
told me what happened.
Not to throw them under the bus. I was voting for his life to be, not dead the entire way.
I was fine
my vote
either
was cast
way.
for him living.
He
I
worked
told her
with
about
Mother.
South Dakota, the poker
He
game.
worked. He worked with Mother, the person we're having to go kill now, because she's a bitch.
So she's your
Work
mother.
with her.
No,
She's
it's her title. It's
Tieflings don't usually give birth to halflings.
yeah.
It's weird. It doesn't work. I don't think it works
a
that way.
tall, a very tall.
But I don't know. I've never seen it happen. I've never seen a tiefling give birth to a halfling.
With my general farming knowledge, I would be like, creatures don't usually give birth to
She's gonna go ahead and start walking. A couple
creatures
paces
of
ahead the
opposite
group.
races. That's true.
She's gonna kind of travel outside the
I've never seen it,
conversational
so
distance.
it could happen. I mean, wait a second.
This is too
Didn't
much.
What the
didn't
fuck did you
didn't
expect?
Goliath give birth to a gnome?
No.
Or the
that
gnome
was
give
adopted.
birth to a Goliath?
It was adopted.
That was oh yeah, Nessun did
yeah.
Nessun and what's her name adopted Thiessen.
Yes.
Yeah, we know a little bit
She's,
about Thiessen.
you turn back to her and she's like 50 feet ahead of us.
Wait, what'd you say?
We know a little bit about Thiessen.
What do you know about Thiessen?
He's the adopted son of Nessun,
Grandson.
No, he's not. He's the grandson.
grandson of Nessun.
We don't remember shit.
Yeah, all we know
He
is that
has
his
it
father
written
was a
down and
gnome.
like 90% of the info is like wrong or similar.
You guys make friends easily. I can tell.
Yep, no.
Goodness gracious.
Well,
God.
when
I
you
keep
have
making
somebody
friends
who
with
is
party
good
members and
and
they
then
keep fucking
deceived
off.
you and then good again, it's just
Yeah,
all
when
blurs
you've
together.
had one of your party members die in front of your eyes, one of them betray you.
Yeah, one of them look into a magic focus because others weren't paying attention and
betray you for Omen.
Yes, for Omen, the big threat.
You
On
would
their
know
side.
about Omen.
And
then another one leave.
Well,
You
she died twice in front of our eyes.
Oh yeah, died twice. Yeah, you tend to be a little skeptical of new people.
Okay, so with any luck, we'll get you 3 to Thiessen, and I won't have to be a party member anymore. Because it doesn't sound like you treat your party members very well.
I literally
Most
brought
of the
back.
time.
Based on what you've just told me,
That is not our fault
That was
that
a
our party members
gross
betrayed us.
summary.
That
big
was a
summary,
very-
a generalization.
I would like to point something out.
To be fair, the one that betrayed us was.
This was to bring our last party member back to life.
your shield?
Turn
She
your
turns
hand
it back.
around. You can't show your hand if your shield's always strapped to it.
She'd
dear.
sacrifice part of her soul to bring her other party member back.
Can I look
Do we
at
still
it?
have her hand?
No, it like decomposed.
So you
Oh.
cut your hand off and it brought someone back.
Well,
It was part of her soul, technically.
no, I gave up part of my soul, and then
Part of her being.
the hand rotted, and to keep it from going up my arm, we had to cut it off.
And then I brought her back again with a diamond.
So poison.
No,
No.
it
Necrosis.
warlock.
She's
We're-
just walk out of the group. she's done with conversation. It's too much.
Yeah.
She's gonna go over in her head everything that she was just dumped.
She's like, how much am I being paid for this? Clearly not enough.
Not enough. No.
She preferred
We need
plant.
therapy.
Plant
I
was a
don't
better
know what you're
conversation.
talking about. The 4 personalities inside of me don't need therapy at all.
Right. The boots also required attunement.
I don't have an attunement spot.
I do.
Sorry. I'm going
I
over
do
what
as well,
requires
but I don't need
attunement. And I remember that the
The
boots
boots.
also required attunement.
Yes, the
But
boots.
that means we can't be walking. No,
Nope.
you can just put on the boots, take a
I
spot
was
from the boots, and then
sitting in the skull.
12 horses carrying everything.
Do I hear
Who's
that
in-
going on?
You're walking alongside a horse, though, right?
I was until you said horse didn't need my help.
The skull's got like spot for 2 folks in it.
Okay, then I'm walking.
I'm not inside.
Are
the
they
horse,
discussing the
Solo.
boots behind me?
Like, oh wait, there. Oh, I forgot about these boots. Who wants to return to these boots? Boots. I
Okay.
don't know.
All right.
Can you send
As-
me the thing for the staff of ice, by the way?
As somebody who you've thrown your life stories at,
Yeah.
may I remark, and she kind of gestures to his gloves, that attuning to random items is not smart.
It's
Generally
mostly worked
speaking.
so far.
Do you see her
It's-
sword and shield?
It's a very nice sword and shield.
She didn't know what they were.
You also got very lucky. Do you know how many wizards curse items just for fun?
Probably most.
Most.
No, knowing wizards.
Most.
I don't
Yes,
know.
that
We've
would
never
be an
had a
accurate
wizard
statement.
before. We've never had a wizard in the group before. So
Well, would you like to identify these?
I haven't given them to you yet. You're not sitting down in the side of the thing. I still got them in my bag.
Okay.
But yes, would you like to identify these as I hand them to Bronwyn?
For the sake of you not potentially losing your feet as well as your arm.
Oh, that's okay because we have a prosthetic leg. You can pull it out.
I turn to one boot at a time.
In case you haven't realized.
Give me the boots.
Oh, she has the boot.
Give me the boots.
In
I'm
case
gonna identify them.
Are you gonna do that while you're walking, or
Yeah.
sit in the skull with me as I'm just
I'm
sitting
gonna
there?
be like leaning kind of against the skull so I don't walk into a tree as I identify the boots.
You can sit down inside the skull. I'm not sitting in it anymore.
Oh, then
There's a spot, yeah. They
Yeah.
are
I'm just,
I'll sit next to your armor, your full suit of armor.
boots.
which
of
I'm
the
sitting like
Winterland.
next to in a little ball.
Okay.
Let me pull up the description.
Jesus fucking Christ. You guys have an item for everything.
Boots of the Winterland.
Yeah.
We literally killed the dragon.
They grant the wheeler resistance to cold damage. You ignore difficult terrain created by ice or snow. You can tolerate temperatures as low as negative 50 degrees Fahrenheit without additional
Motherfucker.
protection. If you wear heavy clothes, you can tolerate temperatures as low as negative 100 degrees Fahrenheit.
I will share this information.
But the big thing is resistance to cold damage, and then also you can like walk on ice and snow without. You can Legolas it.
I mean,
Well,
She kinda
you-
looks
you share
around.
the information with all of us.
yeah.
Oh, I don't need them. I got this. I should show my finger. Oh, this finger. Got this.
The ring of free
Thank
action.
you for
Yeah.
flipping us off, Augie.
I figured it'd look better on my middle finger.
That's fair.
Middle finger.
Given that it's quite nice out, I probably wouldn't recommend attuning to them, but
They-
I mean,
they
they're
don't-
very nice looking.
They don't harm. They don't produce harmful effects. It's an additional ward against colding.
No, I know. But it's also an attunement slot,
That's true.
and there's no point.
That's
But they do look very nice, and the little strip of fur is quite strapping, so, as you were.
You would the. She does have a staff of ice.
Which is just on my lap right now.
Maybe you should put those on.
It's probably a good idea.
And
I
then
will
I'll
put
get
them
up.
on
I'll
when
get
I'm not
up.
walking.
I'll get up so she can sit down.
You can just like
We'll
slip
play
by
mu-
boots
we'll
and
play
then
musical
I'm gonna
chairs.
erase that from my bag so you can put it in yours now.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Indian.
I kind of
Is
figured
the
that's
cast
what
on
it
does
was.
cast
this-
soft
does it
armor
break?
attunement?
Is there a chance of it breaking when it hits 0 charges?
Not for a staff.
Okay.
Let me double check that for you.
Yeah, I got to regenerate my spell sheet.
Oh, yep. If you roll a 1, when you spend the last charge, when you roll a 1, it just it'll
I don't
be
need to
destroyed.
write that down for you.
Sorry.
Their
Just need
boots
to take it.
of
I forgot
The
to do
Winterlands
that one.
Give
Boots
a
of the
resistance to
Winterlands.
frost damage,
Resistance to frost
no additional movement or no difficult terrain when walking across slippery ice.
Difficult terrain
Does it-
caused by
Ice
cold
or
or
snow.
ice.
Does it just
Hold
lose
it
its
right.
magic, or does it disappear and it's broken?
It
It'll
crumbles to
remain.
ash.
It'll remain a non-magical
Oh.
quarterstaff.
There it is.
The small bit of ice at the top will melt.
Okay.
These are treasures. I had winter boots as identify. Get rid of that. Oh,
Resistance to cold and ice, or just ice?
To cold damage.
Okay.
So which would include any damage caused by ice, unless it's piercing damage.
so Snake Lady
Please don't
Isidra,
tell me that.
Idrissa.
Idris.
Snake lady now.
Do you want something that's really cool?
Try me, halfling.
Oh.
It's funny. It's funny. You think I'm intimidated.
So, would you like something really cool?
Cool as in the winter boots, or
The
cool
glamour weave dress. When you do fire stuff, it goes.
It basically is just a dress that looks like it's on fire.
If not, I could just put it in my bag. I thought it'd be really cool
We stole this off of the person we allegedly killed.
that we're going to go kill.
She kind of looks down at her pitch black robes. I think I'm good.
That might keep you warm. I don't know. Fine. Fuck me then. Put it back in my bag. Yeah.
Oh, did you want her to identify the mysterious viscous white liquid?
Yeah, sure.
I forgot. I'm looking.
Don't
at the
open it and
list.
spill it all
the
over
sovereign
you
glow,
while
I
you're
assume.
I
I
got
just-
a thing here that I have no idea what it is, and people don't want to open it because it's got a latch and everything on there. I don't know. Here's 5 gold. Ticking.
That
I toss her an electrum piece. I don't have electrum pieces. I have gold.
Damn.
Where the?
You just find 10 electrums somewhere.
I will ritually cast Identify on that.
No,
As
but
I pocket my 5 gold into my arcane locked backpack, fuckers.
Yep.
It is
I'm really proud of it.
sovereign glue.
That's what I thought.
For the love of God, don't drink it.
Drink it.
Drink it, drink.
So what's it do?
Well, it looks like it is some sort of potion of some kind. I can't.
Insight check.
No, I'm kidding. Don't drink it.
It's
It's
an 8. It's an 8 insight.
Is it glue? Wait.
It's clear.
So what does
Stop
that
glue.
mean?
Let me see. So that's deception. So that's gonna be 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So
What does
Genuine.
sovereign glue mean?
Give it to me.
I have it in my
is.
hand.
It is a
Joking.
glue that can only be unglued by a specific kind of potion.
Let's
Oh,
glue
I couldn't-
Mother's mouth shut with it.
How
It
many
has to
uses is
sit
in here?
for a
Is it
minute.
just one?
We
Okay.
can knock her out and then glue her mouth shut and
How
then
many
feed her
uses?
to the spiders.
How funny would it be
Okay,
to
I would like to
glue-
interrogate her first. Maybe not your way.
There are ways to interrogate without someone being able to speak.
But if someone's
Fair enough.
sleeping, and you just slowly lift back their heads and put the glue on the ground and put their head back down on it, and then just kind of walk away.
Yeah.
4
There's-
ounces.
So how many uses is that?
4. Well, okay. 1 ounce covers a 1 foot square surface.
So technically, almost 4
It's
uses.
probably 4 uses.
All right, 4 individual uses, or 1 big use, or 2 medium-sized uses.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, one ounce covers 1 foot.
Well, I know having this would. I'd probably use it on. I'm not gonna lie. I'd probably use it on you. I'm not. I'm sorry. It just did be too funny
Can I
not
have
to. So
put
I'll
it in the
get.
bag of
Yeah,
holding.
before
Thank you.
I do
Interesting.
eventually use it
Where'd you guys spend that?
again at the dragon.
No, the bag of holding. We found it off. Someone we titled Naked Birdman.
Oh yeah. Oh.
It's Rawl's friend. It's one of his bodies. He was just
Laurel.
You would
See?
recognize.
You still okay?
No. He set.
we
He set
killed him.
fire to an entire halfling village.
Yeah.
So we had to kill him,
Yeah.
and he killed our friend. Well, he didn't kill our friend.
Well,
He was a cause
his-
for our friend dying.
his
cause.
bandits killed our friend,
Yeah, a cause. He was a cause for our friend dying, and then so we had to kill him.
and we stole his stuff, including this. Well, the cloak of billowing.
So let's see. So we've got Mother, Naked Birdman. Any other fun nicknames I should know about?
Mother is not a nickname.
Mother is what she calls herself.
Is what she calls
The
herself.
queen. But that's
queen.
also what she
The queen of
calls herself.
Sahagwin.
The
Yeah, that's what she
queen.
calls
The
herself.
queen of the Sahagwin. She wouldn't give us a name.
Okay.
Um,
South Dakota. I'm just gonna go ahead and include that on the list.
That's fair enough.
Horse, because I don't think
Horse.
that's his real name either. It's real
That-
name. I don't know if horse is a girl or not.
It's
All I know is that horse
there.
is a horse.
Okay.
we're in case you haven't sensed it by now, we are a problematic group.
Speaking of the yawn, it's not getting late. Y'all are starting to feel a little bit tired. Horse is continuing unabated. Like
I'm gonna
horse
check
just keeps on
the
walking.
orb of time on time. What time is it?
It's like nighttime. It's
Right.
evening.
We
now.
should
that's about
probably
the time
bunker
to
down
conk
for
out.
a long rest.
You would recognize
I'm
her,
gonna
like,
erase that.
pulling an orb
Put-
of time,
put the
doing
glue on your
something with it, putting
thing.
it magic.
Put the glue on your list. In
Okay.
the bag of holding. Cause
What
I
remains that y'all
don't
don't
have
know
it
what it is?
We have the loot. We have a couple things. I don't.
the dice of many
I'm
faces.
trying- I'm
but
trying-
I
I'm
am-
trying to load another spell sheet, and my thing is like crashing, so I don't have the list up.
The prosthetic leg.
That one's a prosthetic leg.
It's yeah.
There's magic to it though.
Oh yeah, it requires attunement.
By someone with missing leg.
But with a missing leg.
Yeah.
She'll
We
cast
have-
Mighty Charm around herself
Oh,
real quick.
here's a pouch of 12 tokens. Well, can I have that bird token back, feather token back, feather token back? Now 12 tokens. Can you tell me what they do? There's 2 trees. There's 2 anchors, 3 fans, and 5 feathers.
Yeah.
Here's
Okay.
another 5 gold. Ka-tink.
Thanks.
I'm just gonna give you a platinum.
Okay.
No, I'll give you a 5 gold now, but I'm gonna give you a platinum next time I have you identify stuff.
I'll take it. Okay, I identify it.
Over the course of setting up camp, and then what are the watches?
Oh, we still have the clockwork.
That's mine.
Yeah, but we don't know
That's
what it is.
mine.
Okay.
Can we attune? Can we at least identify it?
Not right now. Not right now. I want to make sure she's on the up and up before I give her all my stuff. Okay.
So who's taking?
Last 4. The last 2.
Last 2?
Last 2.
I'll take first.
You're gonna
I'll
be
take
taking
I'll
second.
take a long rest right now.
I'll take second, and then. Are you going to be taking any watches?
Would you like to stay up and watch things?
I mean, obviously.
What watch do we want? She's taking 1. I'm taking 2. He can take the last 2, but
I'll take one. Why not?
okay. I'll take 2 with me.
So you over the course of the beginning of the first.
I whisper to Iker and Orcish to stay on my shoulder.
Interesting.
Do we know exactly what those tokens are now?
Yes. So those tokens, the anchor token,
It stops the boat.
you touch the token to a boat or ship for the next 24 hours, and the vessel can't be moved by any means.
That's hysterical.
Touching the token to the vessel again ends the effect. When the effect ends, the token disappears.
Does it also like move up and down with the waves, or is it just locked in place?
Does not move up and down with waves.
Sounds
very
like a
good way
good
to
way to
think
drown
about-
the ship.
If you're during a storm, yes. Unless there's like a significant tide shiftage.
Okay, so like if it won't overlaps the boat itself, like the waves and stuff.
Yeah, the waves.
If-
The waves. If the waves are gonna apply against the hull, the boat won't be moving.
Could my
Gotcha.
owl activate it?
Can familiars activate magic items?
It can take an action as long as it's not the attack action.
Yes.
Good to know.
No, we
What-
can
what
always
else do you
just
have?
cool. This actually means that we can anchor it when we get to Carbahol or
And
the river. We
No
just
one can move
anchor it. No one can move it. When we touch it again, it just goes away.
It lasts for 24 hours.
We got it for 24 hours.
The fan is, if you're on a boat or ship, you can use an action to toss the token up to 10 feet in the air. The token disappears, and a giant flapping fan takes its place. The fan floats and creates a wind strong enough to fill the sails of one ship, increasing its speed by 5 miles per hour for 8 hours.
Nice.
So we got
A lot of ship
speed
tokens
boost.
you got here.
Yep.
Those are the only
Speed
two that are
boost
ship.
and
The tree
anchor.
ones are, I assume, are the ones that turn
I
into
know
a tree.
exactly.
You
Yeah.
use an action to touch it to an unoccupied space in the ground. The token disappears, and in its place, a non-magical oak tree springs into existence. The tree is 60 feet tall with a 5-foot diameter trunk, and the branches at the top spread out in a 20-foot radius.
This is what they had on Critical Role.
I could.
I'm taking the trees. Don't even ask.
And then,
Can I have?
I was just gonna say we could use them to source wood to fix the boat.
That's true.
ooh,
We could. If we ever land on a desert shore and our boat is broken.
And then for the final type of feather token, allow me to open Eberron. Rising.
God.
That's the one I was concerned about because I couldn't find that one.
yes.
Like, I knew the other three were.
This
I knew
small
those
metal
were.
disc is inscribed in the image of a feather. When you fall at least 20 feet while the token is on your person, you defend 60 feet per round and take no damage from falling. The token magic is expended after you land, whereupon the disc becomes non-magical.
Oh,
So it's basically
Featherfall.
Featherfall?
Yes, it's Featherfall, but better because it doesn't have a duration.
And it activates automatically.
It activates automatically.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so we have 5
But
of those?
whenever you fall more than 20 feet, which means it can activate incidentally.
Oh.
If I put it in my bag of holding, will it not?
It will not activate because it's not on your person.
Well, I'll give you. I won't give you anything because this is kind of a communal thing. But I just want the sword, the trees.
Okay.
Actually, I'll take one tree. I'll leave the other one in there.
Yeah, let's have this just as a communal thing, just so everyone can access it. I'll tie it to the side of my bag.
Put it in the
that
bag holding.
Everything except for the loot
And the prosthetic leg
and the dice.
and the dice.
We
The
should-
dice
we
is
should
one of
each
those
have
things that I
the
don't want to.
clock.
Yeah, and the clock.
Do you have the spell Featherfall?
No.
We should each have a feather token then.
It's just.
In case
it
we get
activates,
teleported like 1,000 feet into the air again.
Yeah, but if it activates, so we're
Okay,
just
but
falling.
if we get into a place where we're falling, we're not going to be able to pass tokens to each other.
Would Misty Step
yeah.
help me if I timed it right?
You would cut off like 30 feet from the fall damage. But you still have all the momentum when you start.
Okay, what about Dimension Door?
Still momentum, but you can do it much easier.
And it's 500 feet, and you can be going. You can change it to or change your direction while doing so, right?
So I skid instead of fall.
Yeah.
That works.
Skid. So you take
You know what? That's fair. You could reorient the direction of the
Yeah.
doors.
Like, it's like rolling out of a fall in judo, where you roll
So-
into the fall. You don't get hurt as much as you would if you just fell.
We should all have one. And if we incidentally use one, then we have an extra.
There's two. Put one in the bag of holding. There's one. There's one. Here you go.
There, I have the pouch that I'm just going to put.
She'll just use Mage Hand to snatch it.
Oh.
I took Mage Hand for nothing.
Yeah.
Feels bad,
Sorcerer,
doesn't
you
it?
can change it around.
You
That's
should
fair.
two should
But I need
thumb
to,
wrestle
I
with
need
that
to
mage
swap
hand.
other stuff around for when I'm taking
You can do it
cleric.
for free because of the variant.
Yeah.
When you level up, you can swap out a cantrip because of variant.
I can
rules.
only do one at a time.
You can only swap out one
And
level
here's a
spell
platinum piece.
according to the actual rules. Those
Can you tell
rules
me what the
don't
platinum
allow
watch does?
transferring of cantrips.
Okay.
But because you're a sorcerer
Thank
with
God.
the variant rules, sorcerers, I'm saying, are allowed to swap out cantrips.
Okay. Good.
Do you
'Cause-
want to have swapped out a cantrip last time you leveled up?
I mean, I was I was doing it so that someone would have mage hand, and
But
I
you
wouldn't
you
have
know about
known.
it. Yeah,
I wouldn't
okay.
have known she was coming with us.
Okay.
So
I'll identify the watch thing, the clockwork.
Is he okay with that?
He asked me to. He paid me to.
Oh,
I'm gonna put
I
the
gave her
pound.
a
bank
platinum
over here.
piece. I gave her a full-on platinum piece.
Jeez Louise.
Damn straight.
I gotta pull out. This is a common magical item.
gems are worth like 2,000 to 7,000 gold.
Oh. It is a clockwork amulet.
Can I try to narrow down that estimation a little bit just by?
I rolled pretty well.
It is.
What'd you roll?
This
15.
copper amulet contains
Very
tiny,
good.
interlocking gears and is powered by magical mechanics, a plane of clockwork predictability. A creature that puts its ear to the amulet can hear faint ticking and whirring noises coming from within. When you make an attack roll while wearing the amulet, you can forego rolling the d20 to get a 10 on the die. Once used, this property can't be used again until the next dawn.
I share this information.
Oh, that's sweet.
Would you like me to take a look at your gems?
And is it wearing around the neck?
Yeah, and
They're
it doesn't
not
require
magical.
It's just when you
No,
go to
I
attack,
know.
you can just
But I
I
can
roll
see
a
if I
10.
can tell you how much.
once
it's
per
worth.
once per dawn.
Sure.
Can I take a look at their gems?
I have an extra
See if I
backpack
get an estimation.
that it's full of all the gems.
Safe way to carry them.
You can.
How the fuck
Give
else am I
me-
supposed to?
Give me an intelligence tool you don't know. Wait, what proficiencies do you have in?
Hmm?
Do you have any tool proficiencies?
Yes.
What tools?
Poisoner's cap.
And?
That's it.
Okay, just an intelligence check.
Good to know.
Here, I pat you with guidance.
All right.
D-
Not great.
Oof.
10.
Are you gonna?
10,
What did you get?
14. That he got 15.
I had a 15.
Yeah. So
Somewhere between 2,000 and 8,000.
I share this information.
Okay, so that's even okay.
So, we narrowed it down a little bit.
For the magical items, I would recommend waiting until you're in an area that uses more magic. That way you can
Oh,
get the
we're
full
planning on
value.
it. Yeah, we don't want to sell them.
I don't know about it.
You're not gonna have her identify the loot?
Oh yeah, I would.
Yeah, it's in the back of
They're
the whole
all
thing.
in like a pile.
And the leg. And
Can
here's
any
two
of
more
leg-
platinum pieces.
The leg is
Have
is
fun.
just a leg.
Can any of the gems be used for revivify?
Yeah, I would have sorted out the diamonds.
Yes. You probably get 5 diamonds worth of revivifying.
Okay, so that's 1,500.
200.
No.
I'll
That's
identify
Yeah.
them.
It's 300 for
Yeah,
a 300
1,000.
gold piece, so
Yeah, 1,500. It is a significant portion of the gems.
I'll identify the loot.
The loot, it is.
3?
3.
You know what it is. Das Loot. I wasn't joking when I said that. That's the name of the loot. Das Loot. DOSS Loot.
That's horrible.
That's good.
Das Loot. Let's see. You can use. It requires attunement by a bard.
Oh, no,
Alright.
I tried it.
A creature that attempts to. Wait. I want to play the instrument.
No.
Ring, ring, ring,
Make a wisdom
ring,
saving
ring,
throw.
ring, ring.
I could have told you that.
Wisdom saving throw?
Yes.
That's solid.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it should be enough.
It should be a 12. Rangers aren't proficient in it.
You take. Oh, I rolled max. You take 8 points of psychic damage.
Oh!
An instrument of the bard that is an exquisite example of its kind, superior to an ordinary instrument in every way. 7 types of these instruments exist, each named for a legendary bard college. A creature that attempts to play the instrument without being attuned to it must make a DC 15 wisdom saving throw or take 2d4 psychic damage.
The wand didn't do this one.
You can use an action to play the instrument and cast one of its spells. Fly, invisibility, levitate, protection from good and evil, animal friendship, protection from energy fire, and protection from poison.
Good thing I still
What
have those
I'm the
temporary hit
multi-class
points.
bard.
You can only cast that spell once per dawn. They use your ability score and spell save DC. You can play the instrument while casting a spell that causes any of these instruments to be charmed on a failed saving throw, thereby imposing disadvantage on the
It is
save.
canon that Ymir has tried to learn an instrument before and failed miserably.
Sorry, I just
do
before
have
you
that written
before
somewhere.
you came along, I was a target testing dummy, meaning that I was
He
literally
basically would just test all of the magic
because
items
I
for
don't
us,
get hurt very often, and when I do, it's of my own free will.
Which
So
is how that happens.
which is that's how that happened. We
Oh,
also
what
tried
happened?
to. Oh, we still have the.
The worm.
Yeah, I
The
don't.
Wagyu.
I don't
Yeah,
say that
worm.
out
No,
loud
we
to
have the
you,
worm.
but I imply it.
Acre.
No, Iker, you're not. No.
Maybe we gotta get the. Our talking lizard wants to eat a worm, and the worm's definitely magical. And Nimbus said no. Nimbus, our cleric friend, before I left, she said no. She said yes if Nimbus said yes. Nimbus is no longer here to say yes.
Nimbus said yes.
No, she didn't.
Just me.
No.
Private.
Iker,
No.
we'll talk about it later, okay?
It's like having a
So
toddler.
I told Iker if we can identify or if we can safely figure out what it is and it's okay, then yeah, of course you can eat it.
Can you identify the?
I don't have gold.
We already picked. Did you just use?
No, I have gold. I don't want to use any more of it.
Okay, to be fair, how much money did you give her already?
Over 30 gold.
There was
You
2
said
platinum
per,
pieces.
She said
There were
per,
3 platinum
She
pieces.
There's
said
3
per,
platinum pieces.
She said per hour 5 gold.
But I figured I'd tip her, give her more money than what it's actually worth. That way she doesn't have the inclination to hold information back from us. I mean, because if I give you something and you learn that it's extremely powerful, then you
Hold
get 40
Iker
gold.
to
I
keep
give her 40
Iker
gold
from like.
when you round it out.
jumping
I'm
at the
trying
worm.
to think.
But just hear me out now.
And I put the
If you
little
give her
blocks
money,
on the.
To identify
Take
something,
I'm
she
gonna
doesn't
open it
have to
up and
tell
leave a little
you
worm.
The worm's kind of
everything.
like squirting around like.
Can I give it a little pat? I like
It'll
that.
bite you.
You're gonna identify it.
Don't put it in your ear.
You can feel that it's like as you're identifying, it kind of slowly starts crawling up your hand. You're like, no.
Like that, dump it back.
It pauses, and then like very slowly starts crawling back up your hand.
Just hold it like this.
After 10 minutes, it is an earworm.
Great.
It requires attunement. To attune to this symbiont, you must hold it against the skin behind your ear for the entire attunement period, whereupon it burrows into your head and bonds to your skull. While the earworm is inside you, you can speak, read, and write deep speech. It has 4 charges. You can cast the following spells from it, expending the necessary number of charges. Spell save DC. Detect thoughts 2 charges, or distant whispers 1 charge. The earworm regains 1d4 charges expended daily at dawn. This earworm can't be removed from you while you're attuned to it, and you can't voluntarily end your attunement to it. If you're targeted by a spell that ends a curse, your attunement to the earworm ends and it exits your body. Those are all of its effects.
I'll just go.
Okay, that's kind of cool as fuck.
And then I share all the info.
That
Staying that freaking thing staying on my head.
Honestly,
It's very sweet looking.
it's cool, but also
Iker,
No,
honey, I
Iker.
don't think it's best for you to eat this.
I mean,
She
having
could attune to it.
it's looking like
having
Brahman-
Iker know
Iker.
dissonant whispers is just
Iker.
a wild thing.
It's not safe.
It's not safe.
No, she couldn't eat it, but she could attune to it.
But
if she
it could
wanted.
She
attune to
wants
you.
to eat it.
But I think it might be better suited for, I don't know, someone who has a lot of spell slots but doesn't want to, but wants to cast free spells.
What spells did you have?
I have spells.
I said a lot of spell slots.
I have a lot of spells.
No, you have 1. You have 2.
There's 1, and there's 1.
I say give it to the lizard.
We're not giving it to the lizard.
It's not gonna hurt her. Well, it will.
I
but
am not.
She gives you.
I grab the worm and put it in the bag of
Not
holding.
dangerous.
How are you gonna grab it?
Honestly, actually, I'm
no.
actually saying, yeah, give it to the lizard.
We
give
are
it to
not
the
giving
lizard.
it to Iker.
Can I have the worm back?
No, I have it. Here you go.
Yeah, she
Take
still has it. She closed the.
We
lid
are
on it.
not giving it to Iker to attune to.
I'm not giving it to Iker, at least
Okay.
not yet. I'm putting it back in my bag.
Okay. That Iker can get into.
Iker knows I'll be very angry with her if she gets the worm.
She's gonna do it anyways, because she's a lizard.
And she was promised that she'd get the worm if she
If it was
hunted
safe.
100 rats.
It's safe.
No,
It's
she
Hundred-
wasn't promised.
100.
Oh, wasn't promised.
She was promised that I would think that
Think
Nibs
about
would
it.
think
Gotcha.
about it, and then say no.
It's not safe.
It's safe.
Still gotta catch 100 rats.
Technically, it is safe.
It is safe. Not to eat.
Safe.
Not to eat.
Not to eat.
But not to eat, which is what you want to do.
But if you wanted, you could let it burrow behind your little ear hole.
Not eat it,
Burrow
but
your
we could
skull,
hold it.
yeah.
We could hold it right up next to your face, and it could just start eating its way inside.
To be
The worm
frank,
would eat you a little bit.
But then you'd be able to do
for
magic.
for a small-sized creature,
It would probably kill her.
No. I was thinking the best way for it to attune to her would probably be by her eating it and then letting it attune to her from the inside.
She could eat it.
We're not.
Would it hurt her?
It would hurt, but she could eat it.
It would. Actually, it specifies if you undergo torturous pain while attuning to a symbiotic item, and that one does not require torturous pain.
It probably wouldn't even hurt that much. She could do it.
We're not letting our lizard attune to a worm.
What are you gonna use it for?
Who else would?
What do those spells do that you said you rattled off?
Well, Dissonant Whispers does a fair amount of psychic damage. Detect
Does
thoughts.
that require them to the targets to push their way through it? I'm asking if it requires a save.
I don't
It
know.
does.
It does.
The spell save DC is set at 15.
Oh, so it wouldn't use
that's pretty
Icar's
Because
stuff.
Icar isn't casting the spell.
Gotcha.
The worm
The
is
item
casting
is.
the spell.
She would be able to detect thoughts once a day.
I don't like that.
No, we are. That is.
I don't like
that
the
is.
detect
I'm gonna be honest with you. That is the part that I am concerned about the most.
You
She
wake
wouldn't
up.
be able to detect your thoughts though.
She's a lizard.
Yeah, she could.
Wait a second.
You have the ammunition.
Oh my gosh! Distant whispers.
You got the
That's for scrying.
but isn't
I
it
thought
the
it was
same
like
with
a
a
mind shield.
mind shield?
What is
No,
it?
it's not.
No,
Or
the
No, there's
amulet I have.
a difference.
Oh, okay,
in
I
that.
thought okay.
No.
My bad.
Yeah.
Distant whispers incidentally. It on a failed save, it takes 3d6 psychic damage and immediately uses reaction if available to move as far as its speed allows away from you.
I think that would be perfect for Icar though.
So Icar just like stands there, looks at someone, and then suddenly the person feels their mind breaking and runs in terror from the psychic lizard.
Okay, but the issue is,
Yes.
Icar would be able to detect our thoughts.
Yes.
And also,
Detect the surface thoughts at first, and you would have to make a save against it.
I
And
would.
it's only twice a day at maximum.
I would rather our lizard not be able to read our thoughts.
Why? She's your lizard. What's she going to do? She's a lizard.
She's a talking lizard. 1, 2.
Yes, she's a talking lizard, and you're a talking halfling. We can all
she's
talk.
a talking snake.
This is not technically true, but also somewhat true.
I only
Okay.
know the technicalities.
We can think on
generalizations.
it.
Okay.
But
really?
I
Because
do
it
not
sounds like
feel
two members of your
comfortable.
group want to do it.
No, I'm on the fence.
Icar goes.
I could be persuaded,
Oh,
Or
3, Icar.
pushed.
Deal. Mate.
If someone
Who
else
here
can
would
in the
want
party can
to
use it.
attune to it?
I mean, I can. I don't
The problem
think
is
I want
that
to,
it's,
but I
a,
can.
it's an attunement slot, and you can't get rid of it unless you have remove curse, which no one has.
Do you want to? Do you want to? If you want to use it, or like if someone in the party wants to use it, use it. If Icar wants it, or if no one wants it, then Icar's the best slot. Unless you want to use it.
Icar can be helpful.
You're already helpful without it.
She looks at you like,
Icar really wants to eat it.
She could tell you what enemies
Do
are
you
doing.
want to attune to it?
Or what enemies are doing.
I mean,
I know. I know exactly. You heard spells, and you're like, yeah, I want it. I want it.
If you want
You
to
only
attune
have
to
2
it, you
spell
go
slots,
ahead.
so but you only have 2 spell
Is it
slots. If you
using
want to
spell
attune to it,
slots
then
or is
attune
it
to
using the warp spell slots?
It's
the
using
worm has 4 charges.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
the worm, so you get those spells,
Yeah,
but then
yeah.
you don't use your own spell slots for them.
And they
So-
have
I think
a set
honestly,
spell
Bronwyn,
save
you'd
DC.
be the best for
wait,
it.
wait, wait.
You're using charges from the worm,
Yeah.
We're not
But
using spell
but
slots.
it also use your own action.
but it
Yes.
does use your
Yes.
action.
I think you'd be the best for it.
But then she has no way of easily unattuning if she wants to attune to something else.
None
I
of
mean,
us
then
do.
I just.
Not
I
even.
know,
All right,
that's what I'm
Listen,
saying.
we know
What
a like
is-
20th
what is the
level
lizard
cleric.
going to attune to?
Nothing.
Exactly.
Yes.
So why not attune to this?
Because we know a 20th level cleric,
No, you don't. She's not 20th level.
or close to.
She doesn't know 9th level spells.
Sir Devagra?
A high level
She
cleric.
has remove curse though. That's a 3rd level spell, right?
Oh, Devagra. You mean the one that lives in Sir Devagra?
Yeah.
Interesting. So were you planning to go into Sir Devagra before or after Nessun's Tower?
It could be on the way.
It really could not be.
Okay.
If you
It
make a
genuinely
big U,
could not be on
If you
the
make a big
way.
U from where we're going in boss, a big ol' U.
Yes, if you want to traverse the entire perimeter of Vertham,
Yeah,
I
let's do
suppose
it.
you're right.
We'd have to go through recruit, and honestly, I don't know if I'm up to that right now.
But hear me out.
But we could.
I have an
And there's other
attunement.
clerics all over the
If
place.
we get more powerful by then.
I have an attunement slot left, and if I needed to unattune to something, I could unattune to the boots.
Right. But there's going to be a lot of fun attunement items, and only having one slot for that is going to be tricky.
Yeah,
if
I'm
we-
kind of hurt right now.
If
'cause
we
got
need
the
it, I
gloves on.
can.
Like, I'm hurt right now because I got the gloves on and can't take them off.
As I recall, Nimbus offered to get rid of those, and you were like, "Nah, they're cool."
She did, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to get rid of them that day or not.
What are your
Because
two
we were going-
gloves?
The belt,
What's the range on dissonant
the mage armor
whispers?
belt,
Thank you.
and the ring.
I forgot.
Jason Whispers, I have a photo for you.
60 feet.
The gloves, the belt, and the mage armor.
And that's
Or
enough
the
that
gloves,
she
the
could
belt, and
protect
the ring.
someone in the back lines if she needed to. She can also use detect, like, logically, she can use detect thoughts to see surface level thoughts, so she could see what the person is going to do next.
Okay. Realistically,
Yes,
she
realistically.
wouldn't use that for that.
If you tell her to, she would. Guess how I know? Guess how Alyssa knows? Because she curled herself at someone at an orc when I asked her to.
Is she what?
Hurled herself at an orc because
Oh,
she
yeah.
asked her to. This is your choice. If you want to put it on, if you want to put the
I
worm in
I
your
think
ear,
you'd be best for it. If not, then
then Iker, I'm fine with
I
Iker using
would
it.
take it.
But
It's going to be easier for one of you to attune to it than to sell that particular item.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let her eat 'em.
Acre?
I'm gonna go in
I-
the forest.
I would like to explain to Iker the best I possibly can with anyone who wants to help me help.
Guidance.
Explain what detect thoughts is and make her promise not to use it on one of us.
Please tell me we're not giving this to Edgar.
That's exactly what's happening.
You are one of a
Well, there's
party
two
of
other people,
three.
too.
So you who?
But
don't
I'm
have
technically
detect
in the
thoughts?
middle.
But from her casting Identify on it.
You would okay.
You-
So that you would know that
Yeah.
there are two modes. One of them is like.
I have access to both of those if I wanted to.
You can know the details of it. The other one is to detect the presence of creatures just around you. And Icarus want to know where you are.
You can do that, but you can't.
No eating thoughts.
No eating thoughts.
We're
Even
gonna have
if
a
they're tasty.
mind reading lizard.
Yes,
This
but
is
we're
the
also going to
worst.
have a lizard that can protect itself if we die.
Have you ever seen Futurama?
Yes.
No, the toad.
I watched like a couple episodes of the first
Understand
season.
this might give you a little bit
I might
of
have
a
actually
tummy
watched
ache
up
when
until
you
like
eat
the third season. I'd have to check.
it. Well, it's going to
You
give
would
you
know the
more
toad effect
magic.
if you saw it.
But no eating our thoughts.
No eating
You can eat other people's thoughts, but not ours, okay? No eating her thoughts.
In Draconic. What you looking at?
No eating her thoughts either. I'll tell you in Orcish. I'll tell you if that changes.
Oh, God.
Sorry,
Yes.
Einir.
Icar very carefully, without chewing it, hugs it and swallows.
I don't know.
This is Iker now.
Hypnotoad?
Hypnotoad.
No, I'm gonna be keeping an eye on Iker to see if she's like feeling unwell.
Worst case scenario. I
Just
can
keep
always
in mind,
dispel
this
magic.
is you are the one to be to blame. You're the one going to be the one that's to blame for all of what happens with Iker now.
I'm fully aware.
All right.
Einir just is sitting there shaking her head.
Iker has a
Watches, yes. Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check for those watches.
Iker has a higher spell save DC on a higher level spell than I do.
So a perception check for me
We're on
is
one.
a.
This is the first
Watch
one.
Oh, 17.
Then I get to reroll.
17.
Yes.
As you guys scan the darkness around you, you can hear as the night goes on.
I have the drift globe up, by the way.
Thank you. You can hear more and more odd sounds coming from the forest, and occasionally you'll hear something like right next to camp when you swing the drift globe over there, or bring your torch. There's nothing but trees.
Odd how?
It sounds like it could sound like someone running, like the footfalls of someone running through dense leaves, and when you turn, you don't see anything. Also, occasionally, just like a very deep breathing noise, like that of a large wolf.
Is it horse?
No.
Horse is just
center of
standing
town,
in the middle of camp, just staring.
completely oblivious, it seems. But that night, that watch ends without any further interruption.
How does Iker look like she's doing at the end of the 2 hours?
At the end of the 2 hours, they're kind of like,
That's better.
I can reroll natural ones.
Mm-hmm.
You feeling alright, Iker?
try.
Sure.
Sure.
You can try me.
Iker, kind of, from your shoulder, kind of lines up. And then you can feel this tiny little lizard man kind of like do a poke at you. Make a wisdom saving throw.
That's gonna be a hard pass. 10.
Alright.
She
Okay.
hasn't, isn't it?
4 points of psychic damage.
Okay, I cast sleep on her.
You didn't finish.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
And as you stare at this small little creature right there, you can see nothing's changed like physically, but you are filled with this like terror at this tiny creature, and the fact that you like it's kind of a what have I wrought upon this world kind of feeling as terror sinks in, and you use your reaction to run your speed away from it.
My reaction, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But not into obviously dangerous ground. So like run away very quickly, and then
Sleep.
okay, roll the d8s.
How many?
5 the first one.
5d8. It affects the lowest health first.
Iker's out. I'm not gonna roll enough to get Bronwyn.
What's the total?
I don't know. I wasn't counting.
That was.
I
Is
rolled
it
a
more
5
than
and a
5?
Yes.
Okay.
One of the dice was a 5.
Iker, wait. Keep rolling.
Why?
Keep rolling.
Horse.
5, 7, 8, wait. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 26.
26.
So 21 left over after Iker.
Horse falls asleep.
It's
Indeed.
nice to know exactly
While
how
he's
many
standing
health
up?
what she has.
Yeah. Just the only thing that changes is just
Under
like
21.
from looking derpily around to their eyes is just from their eyes it just.
And we know he doesn't have the Fey ancestry traits.
Yeah.
Very nice. And then I walk back to camp.
You can hear Iker kind of mumble
After
We have the weirdest fucking bits.
when Iker wakes up, I'll tell her she can't do that trick on one of us again.
She wakes up in an hour.
You can also shake them awake, right?
Use your action to shake him awake, yeah. So you can be like,
Wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Hi.
That was a cool trick. Don't do it on one of us again, okay?
Just watch.
I understand.
Next
You
one.
can go back to sleep now.
The first roll for me was an 11, and then my owl got a dirty 20.
There's 20. Okay. Your owl keeping watch. Oh, it only has dark vision for 60 feet.
120 feet.
120 feet?
Mhm.
Okay. What phase of the moon did I say it was?
You didn't.
It was not a phase of the moon.
You didn't.
It's twilight.
That's all you.
You did mention the
sunset.
phase of the moon
Would be-
earlier in the campaign.
I think.
It was
I-
like a couple.
It was
there
waning,
yeah.
But,
So-
but like that was. Oh my gosh. I have no idea the time tracking. We'll just say that it's the moon is currently a half moon. And if you look up in the sky, it's kind of dim because of the. Well, no, you've gone downhill, and to the east. At this point, you can see just a few glimmers of. It's mostly nighttime at this point,
Right.
and you can see a half moon in the sky. It doesn't appear to be moving.
Have we noticed it moving over the past, day?
Or 2.
I would require a check for that.
What would that be?
I'll say investigation.
9.
There's been you've not noticed any kind of movement. Nope, nature. It would be a nature check.
Still 9.
9.
Okay. So you haven't noticed any kind of movement. As your owl is keeping watch, the light cast by the moon is dim light.
Okay. I would still have the drift globe up in the middle of camp.
Yeah. That did not say that. Yeah. Like that's the other thing.
Inside the dragon skull, illuminating just a deathly dragon skull.
It would be floating like 20 feet above the dragon's skull. But yes.
To keep the predators away.
It would look rad.
Where are you leaving for? Where are you guys going? Carwall.
I was like, is that you asking us, or has a creepy NPC shown up?
I was just like,
Hold on one second. Did you just introduce an evil guy?
Not now. Okay. Otherwise,
Not quite yet.
Despite similar, but not nearly as like dramatic. You just kind of hear in the distance some wolves bowing, as well as what sounds like for a moment the crackling of fire, but nothing.
Yeah.
Other than that, it passes without incident.
fun.
Augie, you're up.
Yeah, just get a drink.
You're good.
How dare you?
When a moon is getting bigger, it's waxing. That was a question, mostly. Because, like, waning means getting smaller.
Yes.
Waxing means getting bigger. For first,
Third watch.
third watch. Natural 20, so 25.
Marvel.
That is 3 tonight.
Have any of that on athletics checks?
No.
Okay, that's an important thing. So
Dex check.
that's true. So looking around, you kind of recognize. You occasionally when you hear these faraway things, you kind of. It's reminiscent of fey creatures and items and things. It would seem to you that many of these noises are just small echoes from the Feywild. You can also give me a nature check about the moon.
With guidance? That was 15.
15?
Yeah.
The moon has moved very slightly.
Okay, I didn't fuck up that bad. Oh, we're good.
That bad.
Hey, I used that reason that bad for a reason. All right. Okay. Yep. Thank you. Does any of the fey noises? Do any of them sound tortured like the dryad?
No.
No.
They sound like normal or fey noises that seem to be accentuated a bit tonight.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk a little bit away from the
Tonight.
from the camp, and just kind of sit in the woods while still watching the camp from a good way, from a decent ways away, but just enjoying the actual sounds of
The
the
Feywild.
homeland. Yep.
Give me
And
a
then-
perception check.
Second round. Now it's not so good. That's 14.
So as you're kind of like sitting there, you do get a little distracted by the noises, and as you glance back towards the camp, you see movement of a large lumbering creature kind of throughout the camp.
Oh no.
But when you look again, it's horse waking up.
We gotta keep our animals penned while we're at camp. Last time it was Icar that fucked this up. This time it's horse that scared the shit. They need to be put in cages or on leashes for the night. That's it.
Caging Ickard.
Just for the night, because last time we sat there for hours just trying to figure out what is that
It
scratching
was
thing
like 10 minutes.
It was like 10 minutes.
Okay, so
in game. But here we're sitting there for like 20, 30 minutes just like, what is that?
For
Can I
like
make a
2
check?
minutes.
Can I make a check? Can I make a check?
So the rest of the night passes without incident, and then you wake up to a bright and fresh night. That's gonna get old real fast, isn't it?
Yeah.
At this point, when you're looking up in the sky, you can notice the moon has shifted slightly.
Oh, so the moon still works. That's good.
Yeah, appears so.
Of note, it is shifting a lot more slightly than it should. it should be moving given, ranger. The moon should be moving
I'm gonna keep that info to myself.
way more. Like, it is inching across the sky. Like,
It should be moving more than that.
a lot.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna keep that to myself. Be like, yeah, looks like the moon still
Has
works.
the sun moved at all, or is it just okay?
Nope, it's still right there.
You've moved, which means the sunlight's gotten less.
But like from when I went to sleep to when we woke up, hasn't moved at all.
Nope.
This really is remarkable.
Yep,
It
it's
is.
strange. I wonder
It's-
how that could possibly
It's
happen.
extremely strange.
Yep.
Am I picking up on anything that they're saying here? I roll an insight check. Is that reasonable?
To be fair,
Go
it's like a
ahead.
fate-changing thing that we came across. It's not something
Go
not
ahead.
necessarily.
Well, but also he was the one talking.
That's and you're not very good at deception.
I'm not a liar. I don't typically lie. Do I roll a deception check on this?
Yes, you were
Go
saying.
ahead.
A natural one or
Just a deception
Alright.
check.
no?
You would pick up on suspicious behavior. That's
I
all.
won't say anything about it.
It's very strange.
On to
Mhm.
Vivian.
Well, we should be getting to Dothian because
Yeah,
we have
let's
to
go.
leave soon because we got to see Mother and we gotta kill her and then get to Nessun's tower.
Yep.
So you guys are heading down towards Dothian today?
Yeah.
Today?
Yep.
Are you pulling us, or are we having horse pull all of us?
I can pull us for an hour.
Including horse?
Oh, horse is there too.
I can
Horse,
ride horse.
run
Horse,
along
horse,
with us.
horse.
I can ride horse. I can just gallop alongside of you guys. He's fast now. He's good.
Horse kind of stands next to the cart, next to the dragon skull.
Next to the cart. We put wheels on it.
Speak with animals.
Horse.
Hey horse, we're gonna have the little one, Einir. She's gonna turn into a giant something, and she's gonna take over the hauling duties. Meanwhile, I'll be riding you, and I wanna see if we can beat her
How fast can horse go?
farther.
Horse.
Do you think we can beat her?
How fast can horse go?
Horse, does this be... Ooh, wow. That's a lot more than I thought it would be. Horse certainly does have a speed.
Good, cool.
Would the horseshoes help at all with this
Give me a persuasion check.
guidance?
Yes.
Wait, is speak with animals? Is that
Concentration?
is it concentration? I didn't
don't
write the
think
wait.
so.
Maybe.
I believe it is.
I think it is, yeah. Here, I'll look it up.
Because I did not write that part down on spells that
It is not.
it is
Oh,
not.
cool.
Okay,
Nice.
cool. Then guidance. Oh, that's really good. Let's take that away. 17.
Horse begrudgingly kind of like steps over for you to mount him. Them.
Dale's
What's
got on
wrong,
time.
buddy? I scratched your belly,
Or
tickled you.
give me an insight check.
Inside the horse.
Oh, that's a
Seems
natural one.
minorly upset about something.
Is he upset that we gave Icar the worm, not him?
Oh, that would be terrible.
I would.
I walk over and give horse a pat.
See, she's got that. She's just gonna. We're gonna have a race.
It's gonna be a fun
You're
race.
going to win the race, horse.
I really truly
I'm
doubt
speaking
that.
in animal. You can't hear this.
You're speaking normal,
I'm
but
speaking and speak with animals. As
is he
speaking
speaking
in
like an
ways
animal,
what
or
he's
is he
or-
speaking like normal
Yeah.
voice and the horse understands him?
He's speaking in horse.
Okay.
yes. So I wasn't sure if that's how I was doing it.
You could interpret it different ways. I'll say he's speaking in horse.
Nay nay, winnie winnie, nay nay, nay nay nay.
And he responds with
Horse, 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 horse.
that part. Do you say that just normally?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just saying horse over and over again.
Yep.
And that's how he talks to horse.
What's Tristan doing this morning? Morning. From now on, any time words are in air quotes. Okay.
Yep.
She's going to check her bags, make sure all her valuables are still there.
They are.
Awesome. Awesome.
As far as you know.
I mean, you can't physically get into my bag.
That's fair. I mean,
You can try. DC is outrageously high, but you can try.
Fair.
Oh, preparing spells.
No, I'm just gonna keep the ones I already prepared. She'll go ahead and leave her dagger like normal for today.
Okay. Alright. So,
Did we set up like?
And she'll make.
Is it the same setup as before for the rope for me to be able to pull, or will we have to set that up again?
you're currently in
Excuse me?
forests.
Probably have to pull.
We'd
Drag.
still have
I
to.
can do the giant ape again.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What?
What?
She's gonna turn into a giant ape when pulled.
Potentially
What's the
Sorry,
giant
I know
speed?
you said you're gonna
Huh?
do the
The
giant
giant
ape
speed.
again.
40, but I can also if the forest isn't too dense, I can do the eagle.
Don't worry, I caught that joke. Not with an eagle's wingspan. A giant eagle wingspan is going to require pretty much open area.
All right. Let's see. What would be better?
Giant ape.
Hold on.
works.
Giant elk. It has a 60-foot movement.
Fuck
It's
yeah.
the same size.
What's its
What's
strength?
the strength?
19.
What's
Nice.
its intelligence?
7. And it's a huge creature.
Fuck yeah.
I
I'm
love
going-
polymorph!
I'm going to have to get used to this, aren't I?
Yes, this is my favorite spell for so many reasons. It fulfills my need to be a druid all the time.
All right. You cast the spell.
A huge elk.
Huge elk. You're able to make it down. It's going to be kind of rickety, but you'll be able to get the. Yes, you see. You've heard of polymorph. You've very rarely seen it cast. It's odd. It's an odd experience. It's been an odd
To see
experience
a
for everyone.
tiny little halfling just turn into a giant elk.
All right. I'm just.
And it'll last for 1 hour.
Yeah, and it also understands Common, Elvish, and Sylvan, and speaks a giant elk.
Of
Yeah.
course, makes sense.
Are you gonna be pushing or pulling?
Pulling.
Pauline.
Pulling.
We don't have any harnesses or anything set up for that. I was just wondering
I know.
how we're gonna set that up so she's pulling. I could
Same
see
way
her
that we
pushing
set
with
up
the big
horse.
giant.
Same way as horse.
Okay, gotcha.
So you're riding horse.
Yep.
You're walking or riding.
I'd be in the skull.
We'll both be in the school.
And then
Alright.
he's riding
Otherwise,
horse, yeah.
we'll get left behind.
All right. So they begin. You guys collectively kind of just take off.
So, yeah,
Oh,
what's,
Jesus.
what's horse's movement speed?
60.
Oh, so we're keeping pace.
Despite the heavy weight. that
How
you're carrying-
scary is this ride?
Oh yes, all of
It's
it.
terrifying.
She's just gonna close
Is
her eyes.
there
and
any
just...
way that I can boost horse's movement speed by having to make an athletics attack?
We're
Okay,
morons!
The advantage that horse has in this case isn't pure speed. It's the fact that he can keep on going without tiring for 12 hours.
Ah. You can only go for an hour.
I can go for 4 hours and waste all spell slots except my first.
But
Okay.
we're going faster than normal, right?
We're going twice as fast as normal.
3 times.
3 times.
No, twice as fast, right?
Twice as fast.
Or
I mean, you're
Yeah.
usually not moving 30 feet
But
for
it,
6 seconds.
it translates linearly from combat movement speed to travel speed.
we're also running, right? Like, we're going very fast. Because you wanted a race.
And the exhaustion points don't really count towards because
Yeah.
you're gonna you're gonna hit
'cause again-
exhaustion, but again you're just gonna undo it and then come back. So you're able to go
Well,
at very fast force travel speed.
How many...
And horse ignores that because horse
How many...
hours.
Yeah.
2.
Okay.
And what should take 8.
Yeah, so Idrissa is just like,
I'd be like, are
no.
you sure you don't want a blanket?
I'm good. Let me know when they're.
We abandoned the car.
Yeah.
It is a wild ride. Pause is only taken once in order to reform your giant elf status.
I need to
Um,
feed the dog, sorry.
Go ahead. And
You
then
need to go feed horse.
as
I need
you
to
all-
go feed the real life horse.
You pull in towards Dothion. Einir kind of pauses to catch her breath. You see in front of you the proper, the village of Dothion, and then your ship sitting there with just so many plants going down the edge of it. Like looking over the rafters, you can see squirrels hopping all across the ropes. And
Thinking
then
to myself, Plant's gonna have to mop
Yeah.
that deck
Is-
really good before we set off.
Once we get on, is Plant still there?
And
We're not
you can-
even close yet.
You can no, you're arriving. You can see the
Oh.
ship, and you can see Plant is currently standing, like very delicately balanced on the mast of the ship, and it looks like she's holding a pair of ropes in her hands, while a bird is sitting at the very tip of the mast, and it looks like she's showing this bird how to tie a knot.
We have bird crew.
Once it looks like she's in a good spot. Bland.
She kind of the bird flaps away, and
Is Plant Cinderella in this boat?
Yes.
she
Just a giant elk comes running through and then just collapses back into iron air.
she kind of climbs down the edge of the lowers a rope, climbs down the edge of the boat, and kind of walks up to all of you and goes,
I brought friends.
We've met Plain.
Oh, I know. I know that she's how you got here, but I know what's in my plan.
she kind of
Plant, you're strong, right?
Plant, have you heard from Nimbus? Are you going with us? No.
Are you going to meet Kether and them? Did the animals poop on the ship? Did the animals poop on the ship? You know there's a bucket and water up there, right?
she kind of does a little whistle, and a pair of squirrels come running down, and she goes, and she puts a little rope in front of them, and the squirrels each kind of like somehow grab the front of the rope, and then they kind of like push it up against each other, and then they stop and they look at Plant, and then she gives them the nuts.
That's pretty good.
The ropes, instantly, they're not even close to tied. They just kind of like shove them up against each other and then got some nuts for it.
I'm impressed.
Good job.
She kind of makes it look like I tried.
We're
Did
gonna
they
need
poop
crew.
on the ship? I'm just trying to assess if I'm gonna have to clean it.
Did you get Nimbus's message? Are you going or are you staying here?
She said she's going.
Okay, I wasn't here.
You were still reeling from being a giant elk.
No. Yes. I was feeding my dog.
Kind of the thumbs up, and then
I give Plant a little hug.
she, incredibly confused by this, like what's going on here.
I also.
She kind of goes for a hug
Hug check.
that doesn't hurt you, and then turns and kind of very awkwardly goes to give you a hug. Take a 2 points of bludgeoning damage from the hug.
Of loving damage.
Bludgeoning damage.
Thank you, Plant.
She cure wounds you.
You're fine. You don't need to. I'm good.
She did it already.
Okay.
And she also kind of like goes in for it on Augie.
Grab the captain's hat
No.
and then tip it down and just kind of walk around.
Just give her a hug.
Plant
She got something better.
kind of
It's not.
pulls back the captain's
It's more
hat
sentimental
and,
to me.
Fair enough.
Looks good.
and she just walks towards the woods.
Oh wait, plant. I'm gonna give her a silver. Remember, payment.
And then
What?
just walks into the woods.
Okay.
As she's walking away, just a sea of animals. Like after a moment, they just kind of like migrate off the boat.
Then it's covered in shit.
Oh god.
As you
We're
go
gonna
up
have to
to
go
look
get
towards the boat, you can see that many parts of it appear freshly cleaned.
Oh.
Although the top deck is not fresh. It looks like it's been around a day since it was cleaned.
But is it covered in shit?
No,
The top deck?
no.
Okay.
It's covered in 1 day's worth. So
Okay.
there's still a lot of it, but it's not as bad as you were expecting.
Ooh.
This is yours, huh?
It looked better.
It
when we
was better
stocked
when
it.
there wasn't a bunch of animals shitting all
Mighty
over it.
vessel.
I'm just gonna go get a bucket of water in the mop.
Yeah. You have fun with that, Ron.
Horse kind of like
I don't know how the fuck we getting horse up there.
horse kind of like walks around
No,
the
no,
ship.
We're gonna tell him to
There's a
come back
ramp,
on.
right?
You can.
There's a wooden. I'm assuming that there's a wooden ramp from the top deck down. That's
you
how
would,
you would get off.
you would be able to get a ramp down there.
Yeah, I mean that's how you would get off when you dock on
Yeah.
or dock on a dock itself. You set a wooden ramp down.
Horse just kind of walks around the
Have him
entire
bring the
ship,
skull.
including the part that's covered in water. Because he can walk
Yeah.
on water now.
Yep, I know that. I knew that.
We'll need to get people to help push the boat back in because that was how we docked it. There wasn't an actual dock here.
It is a shot
Whatever.
against the sand.
Yeah.
Mhm.
People or
Horse.
Or a giant eagle. Or a
or
giant
something
ape.
with a 23 strength or
Or
something.
an ape. Giant ape. Yes.
Um,
I don't want to have to use more spell slots, but okay.
no, I'm just saying it's a very practical solution, but not bringing it on there. Horse can also
Actually, yeah,
help.
I can.
We're gonna tie this to the ship's prow, and you're gonna pull.
The dragon said.
Huh?
The dragon said. You said.
Oh no, the
Just a rope
horse,
so
yeah.
that horse can just pull.
Yeah.
Pull, huh?
But
Well, we're pushing. I mean the back end, not the prow. The back end. The aft.
I would make sure we had the dragon skull on there before.
I
Oh, yeah, of
I would.
course.
How are you
I'll turn
planning?
into a giant ape and just.
Or turn into a giant eagle
How are
and
you-
just fly up
So
with it.
structurally speaking, what's
Small.
the plan for making sure it stays there?
Well, we don't have to set it up right now.
The glue!
No.
Oh no!
We don't have to set it up right now. We can wait until we get to an actual place, an actual docking place. But we can just put it.
You
on the
gave
ship.
it to us, Reese.
But yes, the glue. Yeah.
Same as you
I
gave us
gave
the
it
dice.
to you explicitly for the purpose of shenaniganery, and you
Which
have
it's
and
gonna
this
happen
is
anyways.
shenaniganery.
you have fulfilled it and more. So.
I mean, if you didn't want me to play pranks on somebody, why would you give me a fucking glue? Like,
no,
the
no,
most
no.
pranky
I
prank in the
knew-
game.
I knew that no matter what you used it for, I would be disappointed and hilarious.
Yep, that's fair.
like I could have
So-
stuck Einir and Bronwyn
Yeah, I just-
and whoever the Alyssa came in as while they were sleeping. I could have stuck them all back to back to back. You know, had them walk around like a three-legged race type thing.
And then we'd be stuck like that forever.
Yeah.
Until you got to level 17 and got the wish spell.
Yeah.
Or the universal solvent.
It was only a
they
joke,
just
by the way, I
find the
wouldn't have
universal
done
solvent, which is a legendary item.
Fair enough.
It was only a joke.
I
I
like
would
the
not have
thought of
done
there only being 3 ounces left in a bottle that clearly could have held 4 because the dragon used it.
The bottle holds 6. Sorry, 7.
I like the idea of the dragon having like 3 feet of gold that can't be taken off of the floor.
Or like a scale fell off. Well, doop, not falling off again.
I feel like it's a little smarter than that, but cool.
Oh, it's smarter than that, but is it better than that?
Fair enough.
So what's the plan for getting the dragon skull onto the top of the ship?
Oh, I
Giant
don't
ape.
give a shit. I'm already on. I'm getting on the ship and I'm just chilling out.
Just climbing up.
I'm
Yeah,
a
have fun.
I'm a giant ape. I pick it up and put it on.
Okay. And
The top of the brow of the ship is like 20 feet in the
It's
air.
a huge creature.
I'll help you.
Isn't there a
apes can
ramp?
climb.
That's true.
Didn't
Apes-
we
apes
just
do
figure
have a
out
climb
there's a
speed.
ramp?
But does it have a climb speed with just its legs? If it's holding on to the dragon's skull.
We
It
can
has a
tie
climb
the
speed.
dragon skull to its back.
It can drag
I
it
can
up the ramp.
also just
Exactly.
it's
and
a
when
huge
you place
creature.
it, I can be on the side.
The ramp is not a ramp for a huge
It's
sized
a huge creature. If I was like stand on my hind legs, can I just?
Yes, you would
Just
probably
hurl
be
it
able
and destroy one of the masts.
Well, I like
I can-
gently
I can
flop
fix
it.
to.
You, all you do,
like reaching all the way up. You could.
before you turned into the
We're
giant ape,
taking
did you
the
give us
skull
the?
down.
Did you give us the? Did you give us the glue out of the bag?
We're not putting it on there right now.
Okay.
Do magic items transform with you?
Yes.
Just equipment you're carrying?
Everything that you're carrying
yeah.
transforms in with you.
I want to double check.
So
Otherwise, there'd be a lot of awkward nude scenes right after polymorph.
No. Yeah, I and same with wild shape. You choose what equipment goes on and stays off. So if you wanted to choose, you could just Hulk out of your shirt.
and then have to buy another one,
Well,
which
yeah,
is a
that's-
waste of money.
Yes,
I
but
gave
also
40 gold to her to identify stuff. Waste
A
of
waste
money.
of money.
okay. So,
You could have just
You
found out
get-
what it did and got cursed.
so do you want to affix it to the prow now, or do you want to wait until later?
We don't
We'll
have
wait
the
till
glue.
later.
I gotta have to wait till
So
later.
you're just gonna put it on the.
I
the
thought we were
dragon.
planning on waiting till later.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're
That's
just putting the dragon skull
Wait, get in there. There's
on
happy
the
ending.
on the deck, and then
And then afterwards, we're getting the boat off the shore right now.
Mhm.
Okay, then I will start
So-
pushing.
horse pulls, giant ape pushes. We'll have
I'm
strength
mopping.
check. We'll have strength check just in case. Give me a strength check, giant ape.
That's a 20.
I'm gonna go slap guidance on her.
Okay.
Is it
giant
strength or athletics? Because
Athletics.
it has proficiency in athletics. You guidance?
Yes.
Nice. Okay.
That's really good guidance. I
27.
All right. The ship is pushed off successfully.
Cool.
Where do I put the other? How does this?
I cast a message on Einer. Good job.
You hear giant ape noises back.
Nice. You can't cast spells when you're in giant ape.
So
You can respond
to
to messages.
How far away? Oh, that's right. That's right.
You can just respond in kind.
Why is taking up so much space?
Then move it so it's not.
Bitch.
It also doesn't understand language,
Oh, it's fine.
so you just said something in my ear. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, like a. She probably wouldn't. What's the intelligence?
7.
Okay, yeah. So you wouldn't be able to understand languages.
It'll specify if it can understand a language.
Yeah.
It does not specify that it understands a language. It does, however, have 2 attacks that do 3d10 plus 6 bludgeoning damage apiece,
Wow.
which is why I love polymorph.
What do we need to do to make poison?
Have poison things.
Descriptive.
Snake venom or poison berries or
Spider venom.
some kind of venom or some kind of.
I can turn into a giant scorpion.
I don't want to.
I think that the venom magically produced would also fade
Oh, okay. Lame.
because
It's
otherwise there's no reason you would like not just do that for any rare creature you need to find.
Fair enough. Anyways, we're gonna go to town to find crew, I suppose. Just 2 or 3 people.
Do we need crew?
We need at least a couple people to,
Why?
so that we can like sleep.
Yeah.
Well, I
we can
mean,
sleep in watches.
one of you doesn't need to sleep.
Yeah, we just.
Yeah, the captain, not the crew, that are actually like working.
You don't
No
need to be
offense.
working the entire time.
Fair enough.
Most of the time, you only need like 2 people. I would say you need 2 people to man the top of the ship.
Okay, 1 person, 1 crew.
I'd say that's fair.
Yeah, you can't do fewer than 3 crews. You need at least 3 crew.
Okay. While they're finding, is the ramp still up?
Yes. Oh wait, we pushed it off into the water, so it's
Oh,
just
that's right.
it's in the
We're
water.
already in the water. Cool.
Oh well.
And because it's in the water, it's very easy for horses to
Yep.
climb up from the edge.
Yep.
Can horse count? Can horse and Icar count as a crew?
So
No,
you guys.
you need hands.
Okay, so you guys are gonna go find a crew member.
A
I
single
think
crew
we
member.
need to, so that
Yeah.
Okay,
At
while they're
least
doing
one
that,
person
can I
can
like
sleep
go
at a
into the
time.
edge of the forest
What for?
to find a snake?
You can try. Give me a survival check.
That's dog shit.
Can I help her? Would you Would you be specifically looking for a snake and tell
Yes.
everyone?
Oh, I'm not gonna tell anyone. I'm just gonna.
Okay. Then I have no idea where she's going,
Yep.
so I wouldn't.
5.
There are squirrels. They're almost as bad as snakes.
I can't find any like snake dens. Any holes?
It's a gopher.
No poison.
No, snakes often.
I know.
No
it's not-
poisonous or venomous ones.
No, I know. I just wanna find a snake, man.
You just want to find a snake.
Yeah.
Just to look cool.
It's fine. I
we
will.
need more pets.
Not here.
Okay, that's fair. I get back on the ship.
We need to have a talking snake now.
No, I wasn't gonna keep it. I just wanted to talk with it.
Because she can talk to snakes.
Fair enough.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. that.
Perfect.
So me and Einar are going to look for.
Just ask around.
Just to clarify, giant ape Einir or normal halfling Einir?
Mix it up. Surprise them.
Let's go kidnap a crew
50-50.
member.
50-50.
I mean, I'll put it this way: the boat was supposed to be out after 4 days. It's been longer than 4 days.
No, a couple weeks.
4 days was what they said.
They said a couple weeks.
They said a couple weeks.
They said like 2 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was like 4 weeks. No, it was very clear. There was a very long time limit on this.
'Cause
no
they
one
said
comes
they
to
s-
Dothion
Yeah. They said the next ship wasn't due for.
a few weeks.
Yeah.
I don't know why 4 days is such an arbitrary number. I don't know why.
I
that
think
was in my
because
head.
we paid them for 4 days, but they
But
said
they,
we
did,
could
they didn't require payment, but you paid anyway.
Oh right.
Yes, I will go as normal Einir.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to be just a giant ape trying to squeeze through their town.
Oh shit! Actually, you guys are going to go convince people of shit, huh?
Yeah.
She,
Yes.
you want to come with?
You could definitely fear them into doing it.
I have proficiency in
Intimidation.
intimidation and persuasion right now,
Mm-hmm.
and deception.
Mm-hmm. Beguiling influence.
So you got you're like looking at the ship, checking the ship, like, is everything okay, my precious? Wisdom boat check.
Wisdom boat check.
Just because it's not a manual dexterity thing.
Inside
it's
the boat.
Investigation check.
It's going to be using boat.
Okay.
So and I think
wisdom is better.
boat. Yeah.
And I'm assuming this is a long check, so no guidance.
Inside check the boat.
You can guide yourself. You're like, what's wrong with you? That's the key thing.
19 plus proficiency.
You
so
can see that there are
22.
a few ropes that looks like they've been chewed through and then patched. You're gonna want to check on those, and then generally speaking, everything else seems to be in pretty good shape. The sails are okay, but a bit dusty and
A little
poopy.
shit.
I don't
You
have
can-
prestidigitation, so I can't do anything with that.
But you can probably like spend while they're in town trying to find a crew member, like fix up the boat, get everything
Yeah,
else set up.
that's what I'll be doing.
Okay.
The process.
Dexterity boat check.
Yay!
This one you can't guide.
Yeah, I know. Again, 19 plus proficiency.
That'll work.
22.
Yeah. So you were able to get everything over the course of the next, however long it takes you to get a crew member, get the boat back into working shape.
Yeah, 19 plus 3, 22. Cool.
All right. Meanwhile, the three of you going in town.
Yes.
Yes.
So as you kind of approach this little fishing village, like most of them seem kind of vaguely disinterested. One person looks like he's about like a 17, 18, kind of tallish human, kind of like walks up to you and goes, "Hi, how can I help you? What's going on?"
We're looking for a crew member.
Had to bring one person with us.
One
Yeah. To Vertham.
to Vertham.
We don't.
I was gonna bring.
All right. What kind of pay are you guys talking about?
Look.
Well, how? I assume that most of you are all pretty experienced with general sailing, but are you familiar with actual ships, like proper ships?
I'm not. I don't know if anyone here's been on a proper ship as like a.
But if you were
shipmate.
given like instructions, you could probably follow them just fine. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. How much would you say that they normally run for? I mean, we're going all the way to Vertham. It's at least a week's travel there, a week's travel back.
I am staring
How's
him
23
down.
gold sound?
Wait, are you guys trying to intimidate him?
I'm trying.
God, no.
I'm not trying to intimidate him, but I'm trying to get him to give us a fair price.
Just let him give a price, and then we'll guesstimate after that.
50 gold.
And does that include you finding your own transport back?
Natural 20 insight check. Is that a fair price?
Given that we wouldn't be taking him back, we'd be dropping him off in Vertham,
Fair enough.
which means he's got to find his own way back.
He seems only kind of sure about that.
Given that I took a boat here, how much was the fare for that? I say, knowing that you're already in the process of looking it up.
I'm trying to look up how much hirelings cost.
It was 2 gold per day for a skilled hireling.
Thank you.
Bravo!
He's looked this up multiple times.
So we're looking at least 14 gold. 28.
It would cost. Yeah, it would probably cost roughly that for getting back.
Okay.
So in total of like getting there, getting back, fair price would be around 40 gold, but
Okay.
that'd be on the lower end.
All right. 50 gold, and are you offering to go with us, or are you just trying to kind of help us out and give us an estimate here?
I mean, yeah, I'll kind of he eyes you just a little bit, like.
Can I insight check that?
Go ahead.
I would like to as well.
Are you going to be visibly casting a spell for this?
No.
13.
You'll be subtly casting a spell for it.
13.
13, okay.
19.
19. He seems just a little nervous about you. Just a little, not very.
I did just run in as a giant ape. So
Yeah,
that's a
yeah.
fair assumption.
And we did just
Yeah.
drag a giant.
We're not planning on
Dragon
doing
skull.
anything crazy. We literally just want to get to Vertham and then
As quickly as
obviously give you
possible.
enough money that you can get back.
Okay.
By the way, while I cast that guidance, my eyes do glow gold a little bit.
Okay.
We wouldn't let.
Can I request the payment up front?
That seems
Once
fair.
I get on the boat.
Sure. I mean,
And-
you have to understand, 50 gold is. It's a little bit high. But
I mean, it seems fair enough to me.
so usually it'd be about 40, 45. But I mean, obviously, like if you're a skilled laborer, then we can understand paying you a little bit more. I mean, you know what your time is worth, so name the price. Is 50 fair to you?
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh, that's good. 20.
I could do 45.
Okay, that seems really fair to me.
Sure.
And did we just want one crew member?
Yeah, I feel like we can run with this. I think that's fine.
Okay, what was your name?
Just
Obviously, we're gonna ask his name. He's gonna be on a ship with us for 8 days.
Reese, would you like
If
me
we
to make
scream-
a list of
scream
random
away from the
NPC
mics.
names?
What?
Would you like me to make you a table of random NPC names?
Fine.
No, I've
No,
asked
it's
him to do
not.
that. I've asked him to do that over and over and over again, and he doesn't. And then he acts
Reese,
like we're asking
Reese, just have fantasy name generator up at all times and just choose the first name.
for. It's okay,
Um,
Alyssa. Thank you. I'm sorry.
I'm Quickfoot.
That's okay.
Is that a nickname or is that your full name?
That's my full given name.
Sure.
Quickfoot Padma.
Idrissa, nice to meet you.
Hi.
I reach out my left hand because
Kind of.
I'm
That's
here.
what it is.
And then we can introduce you to our other
Our
member-
captain.
the captain once we get to the ship.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have anything that you need to grab? Presumably some clothes, etc.
I'll look for these.
You don't have any belongings that you'd like to take with you?
Don't give it back to
I'm
me.
gonna kind of lean towards him. Do your parents know that you're leaving?
Don't really have them anymore.
Can I do an investigation check to see if this is like a disguise
His
of
name's
some
Quickfoot.
sort?
Go ahead.
Because I
His name's Quickfoot.
Yes.
Investigation or insight?
investigation specifically, because if it's a disguised self, that's specifically
oh sorry.
I shook his hand.
15. I
did
mean, a
too.
disguised self can still as long as you don't change proportions.
You change your face or change your hair or
As
change
he
your body
went
type, but not your
To
hand.
like loosen his a little bit. It did go into his skin a little bit.
Would you give us any indication about
I am.
You cast message.
She would have to do with the wire. And
I just
thing.
give him like a slightly knowing glance. I do cast message.
On him.
If you're on him,
Okay.
if you're gonna cast disguise self, try not to touch your clothes too much, cause it's really obvious.
He
How
doesn't react.
interesting you are. This could be an assassin.
Is this
A
alright?
pool of tears assassin.
Do I get like a suspicious vibe from him at all?
Insight check.
Yeah.
Subtly. Wait, what? Why?
I'm swapping sorcery points around because I also cast subtle spell guidance for that investigation.
Oh god.
What was it again? Insight?
Mm-hmm.
6.
6. I mean, there doesn't seem to be any signs of nervousness or suspicion on him. He might be like he doesn't seem dangerous.
I rolled a natural 1 and then a natural
You
2.
rolled it.
Are we noticing that she's being suspicious, or is this all?
I'm you're suspicious about everyone.
No more than the initial part of the encounter.
Okay.
I'm thinking.
You don't have anything you need to grab?
No.
How long have you lived in Dothan for?
Just a couple weeks.
Where are you from originally?
Right up in Raytheon.
Oh. Okay. We just actually came from Raytheon.
Oh wow.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Do you have any friends up there?
None in particular.
It's Elkir, I know this for a fact already. I'm still just giving him that kind of glance.
Are we gonna go or not?
Sure.
Oh, this is stupid. I'm gonna cast Suggestion on him.
Okay, what? First, he's gonna like visibly like, oh crap, I done screwed up. Kind of thing.
Verbal and material components.
Yeah.
So
What
make
do
a
you
wisdom
suggest?
save.
Yes. No. Well.
16.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say. I mean, you could also just tell us like the truth. You could be honest with us. It's important that we know these kinds of things moving forward. You know, I've got the spell right here.
He drops the disguise self, revealing Elkir Swiftmaw.
You're really not subtle, kid. I hope you know that.
I wasn't expecting you to show up.
What did you think? We had to leave.
Boat here. You're not supposed to get back for a few more days. I wasn't ready.
He's not wrong.
Who's this?
This is a friend.
I can still work as a crew on the way.
You
there.
are welcome on our boat.
I want to get paid.
You will get paid. The 45 gold.
All right. Nope, I've been on a boat before, and I helped.
Alright. Let's go ahead and restart this.
Debatable,
introduction.
but okay.
Hi, I'm Idrissa.
That's
And
the
you
most
are?
work.
Elkir Swiftmaw.
Very nice to meet you, okay? Please don't lie to us again. It's not kind.
Okay.
Thank you. And I'm gonna go ahead and drop some.
And really, truly, next time, please let people know you're leaving. You can go your own way, you can do that stuff, but let your family know.
Oh, wait a second. No, that wasn't 16. That was, what did he roll?
What's the DC?
It's my charisma. Because I didn't cast it as a spell, I cast it from,
Innate naturally.
right, and my charisma's 3.
So it's down to 15. 15?
No,
Wait, no,
That'd be at
14.
That still passes.
Okay,
So
cool.
it doesn't pass.
Okay, cool. Sorry.
You're
I
good.
goofed.
He rolled pretty low.
I goofed.
He rolled it like, I think he rolled like a 13, 12.
Buddy! No!
Okay, yeah. Hi, Elkir Swiftmaw. Amateur mage and also amateur sailor.
Do you want to go to Nesson's Tower?
I want to get to Nesson's Tower.
We can take you.
I don't want you to take me.
Why?
I mean, if I'm being entirely honest, given these guys' track records, I wouldn't trust him to go there.
We're gonna go
It
to
doesn't sound like
we're
they're
gonna
ever
go.
getting there.
You know what? That is fair.
We'll give you the gold once we get to Vertham, and then you can go on your merry way, because apparently we're not even going to Nesson's Tower immediately, so you'll
Yes.
probably get there first.
I'll give you 33 once we set sail. I trust you can't really disappear in the middle of the ocean.
I can try.
Yeah, I was about
You
to
could
say that. Yeah.
definitely- Yeah. I mean, there's
He can
sides to the
certainly
ship,
try.
either left or right.
So are you guys ready to set out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're good.